halfway point of HBL PSL 10. It's all to play for in the hunt for playoff places. Peshawar Zalmi started the season slowly, but their results have improved, as has the form of their captain Babar Azam.
He's much loved in these parts, much admired around the world, and he's given everybody a treat this evening.
Quetta Gladiators have won 2 from 4. On Friday though, here in Lahore, we witnessed an incredible bowling performance against Karachi Kings.
Oh, that one's out. Lindsay's picked him out and he's caught it this time.
It's Riley Russo everywhere. He picked up 2 catches now.
My word, that is absolutely stunning behind the stumps.
After those incredible scenes, can Quetta keep that momentum going and surge towards the playoffs, or can Peshawar take the spoils and stay in the top 4?
Hello and welcome to another fine evening here at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Another encounter, match 17. 2 sides who are coming on the back of a win. Quetta Gladiators home ground versus Peshawar Zalmi. Big crowd expected, as always, here in Lahore, and from the neighbouring towns come in big numbers to support their sides. And if Babar Azam is playing, you'll surely find a lot of yellow jerseys. It's a very fine evening here. It just cools down majorly as the sun sets. We'll look to come in with a batting-heavy side. They only play 4 specialist bowlers. Babar Azam had a good outing. He needs to get amongst runs. TKC at number 3 for the Zalmis. On the other hand, Gladiators, what great captaincy in that last outing. And they defended a very low total with their bowling and fielding. Something about their batting. Riley Russo heavily depending on him in the middle order. Points table. And they're, well, neck to neck. One is just in that top 4. That's where you need to be at the end of the round. And Quetta Gladiators, if they can win today, they'll surely climb up. I've got Amir Sohail alongside me, and so is Lisa. And a lot of talk about the green tinge on it, but didn't respond to it the way it expected.
Yeah, with the newish ball, there was some movement for the fast bowlers. Other than that, I mean, the batters, they should be allowed. They should be able to come out with all the confidence and express themselves.
Just a while ago, the toss, and it went Babar Azam's way, who decided he's going to field an unchanged. Oh, actually, one change to him. Gladiators don't have a change. They're playing the same side that went out there and won that game for them. Saud Shakil, Finn Allen and Riley Russo, top 3. And then they have Mendes, who's in great form. Mark Chapman has joined the 11 in a couple of games. Hassan Nawaz, who usually opens, he's been given that number and batted well. Down the order, Fahim Ashraf with his all-round performance, a bit of bowling and batting. And then you come to the bowlers with Mohammad Amir's experience, Wasim Jr., Khurram Shahzad, and the mystery spin of Abrar Ahmed. Lisa, you run us through Zalmi. One change.
Yeah, just the one change. Leg spinner coming in for the other leg spinner, but really runs at the top is what's required. One thing that they have going is they've got some powerhouse in 𝐑𝐄 and Abdul Samad and Tullet as well, who can really hit the ball and clear the boundary. And the most impressive thing is Alzari Joseph, Luke Wood and Ali Raza all bowl over 140 clicks, and on a pitch that loves pace, they should cause a few havocs.
Still want Saim Ayub to fire. Imagine if he starts to score runs along with Babar Azam, Zalmi can be a real danger.
Young fast bowler from Peshawar Zalmi, Ali Raza. We had a bit of chat with him earlier on, and what a find he is.
There's so many things to like about this youngster, only 17. And here is time for a youngster to take on the bowling end.
Oh no!
Bowled him!
He takes it quite comfortably.
Wow, that's a beauty.
That's quick and pacey.
This is an amazing effort from the youngster.
मुझे शुरू से जब मैं मोहल्ले में भी खेलता था कुदरती बस 1-2 दिन बस बाजू घुमाया था, बस आ गया कि बाजू कुदरती ना घूमने लग पड़ा। तो बाद में ये था कि बॉलिंग करने लग पड़ा मैं टारगेट। मैं शौक था कि अगर कहीं पे भी टूर्नामेंट कोई भी हो रहा है ना तो मैं देखने के लिए ज़रूर जाते थे। तब मुझे इतना पता तो नहीं था कि लेदर बॉल क्या है, कोई टेप बॉल क्या है और किस तरह बंदा टीम में सेलेक्ट होता। बस ये था कि मैंने पाकिस्तान के लिए खेलना। जब मैं अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप खेलने गया था तो आमिर भाई ने मुझे 2 स्पाइक्स की जोड़ी दी थी, तो जो मैं उधर पहन के अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप खेला था। तो उसके अलावा बहुत से क्रिकेटर हैं कि जिन्होंने मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट किया, जिस तरह इन बिशप सारे हैं, तो उन्होंने ट्वीट किया था अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप में मेरे लिए। तो उसके साथ ना बड़ा आया कि यार मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ। किसी भी बॉलर के लिए कोई भी मैच आसान नहीं होता, बस यही कोशिश होती है कि अपना बेस्ट से बेस्ट करूँ और जो पीछे हार्ड वर्क किया है या किसी भी चीज़ों पर जो मेरी बेसिक चीज़ें उनके ऊपर रहूँ और नॉर्मल करूँ, अपना जो भी टीम के लिए बेस्ट कर सकूँ। इसके रह के उस चीज़ के ऊपर रह के मैं अपनी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि टीम के लिए बेस्ट करूँ। जिस तरह PSL का इनिशिएटिव इतना अच्छा है तो हमें चाहिए नया यंगस्टर, कोई भी यंगस्टर है तो उसके लिए बड़ी अच्छी बात है कि यार इतने बड़े प्लेयर हैं, बाबर भाई हैं या जिस तरह रिजवान भाई हैं, अदर टीमों में सारे ओवरसीज भी हैं। ड्रेसिंग रूम इनके साथ शेयर करना, यही कोशिश करते हैं कि इनसे सीखें, जितना सीख सकते हैं। किसी भी क्रिकेटर को प्रेशर तो होता है जो फर्स्ट सीज़न खेले, तो मेरा ये फर्स्ट सीज़न है, मैं पूरी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि अपना बेस्ट से बेस्ट करूँ। बस यही है कि जो भी मैं फॉर्मेट खेलूँ वो टीम के लिए बेस्ट करूँ और दुनिया का नंबर 1 बॉलर बनूँ।
Ali Raza is having a lovely time out there. He's got pace, he's got discipline, and he's been bowling well for the Peshawar Zalmi. The 2 on-field umpires, Alex Wolf and Rashid Riaz, will be looking after the proceedings here. Interesting would be how and what kind of score does Quetta Gladiators have in mind. 185 was chased and easily. Babar felt 150. Well, of course, lesser the better. But surely Quetta would like to score more runs out there. Their captain feels 180-200, and they do have the ingredients in terms of the top 3 who are yet to fire consistently.
Hi Mitch, it's Lisa Stalaker. Just wanted to find out, how are you coping here in Pakistan and batting down the order, something that you don't often do?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for me personally, and I think with this team we've got so much talent. It just makes our batting lineup stronger, I think, and yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. So hopefully get another opportunity to smack a few and get us over the line tonight.
And bowling as well. How have you been working hard in the background on your bowling?
Yeah, we've been training heaps, so there's plenty of opportunities to bowl. So yeah, just keep ticking along and yeah, try and take every opportunity I can out here. And it's probably a good thing if I don't have to bowl, because our big guns have done the job.
All right, we'll let you go and get into place. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that question that you put up to Owen, asking him how he feels down the order. There's Saud Shakil leading the Quetta Gladiators opening. Both these sides have one similarity. Both of them are playing 4 or 5 openers in their 11.
And then Saud Shakil has to open. How about that?
With Hassan Nawaz for Zalmi batting down at 6 after scoring 142 balls in New Zealand. And if you look at the Quetta Gladiators, now Saud Shakil and Finn open. They've got Kushal Mendes, who opens for Sri Lanka in T20s. They've got Hassan Nawaz. Then you come to Saim, Babar, Haris and Owen, all openers.
Well, let's hope for Quetta's sake that Saud Shakil is going to find some form.
All set with match 17. It's Quetta Gladiators home versus Peshawar Zalmi. And if you've just joined us, Peshawar won the toss and they decided to bowl first. Here comes Luke Wood.
it's not that he's struggling with the form. You know, he's the way he batted for brief periods, he's been middling the ball, South Shakil. He has to find a way to go big. He has to find a way to score in this format.
Luke Wood. Off the mark. He's got one of the best economies in the power play, Luke Wood. Now, Zalmi will have to figure out how do they get Naeed Rana into the 11, because he was his replacement.
Yeah, and because he's been bowling so well, seeing those 10 wickets, economy of 6.38, as you said, Sikandar, maybe they'll want an injury and potentially try and find a way of keeping him. He has certainly been the find of the PSL.
Straight swap, maybe? Yeah, he hasn't been able to make the ball respond to him as yet with first two deliveries. No movement in the air, nothing off the surface.
Almost carried to that short mid-wicket. Hassan Talab there. And Allen just needs that start desperately. He's been looking to get some score to his name.
Yeah, he's a guy that loves to strike the ball out of the middle. He likes a little bit of width to use his levers. Came out of the blocks hot in the first game against this side, 53. And then in just single digits the last few.
Well, opportunity for everyone. Use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more. Load or packages Jazz or any other network and win this electric SUV. It's been warm throughout the day, but it just cooled down considerably. 34. The good thing about Luke has always been finishing within the stumps, and he gets that ball to move away from the left hand, as he's been causing problems for those openers. And he exactly knows how important that new ball is when he's got those couple of overs up front.
You know, the other thing I've noticed about Luke Wood, his hair is always pristine, isn't it? Doesn't move at all. He's running in, charging in, but stays perfectly still.
Oh, leading edge, has it got there? No, just drops short. Saud Shakil just closing the face of the bat a little early. 2 for no loss after the first over.
A bit of movement on that occasion of the surface for the left armour. Hence a leading edge. Now playing away from his body, Saud Shakil. That's unlike him.
Two for no loss. Quetta being asked to bat first here. You'll have a lot of Babar Azam fans. Love to watch him bat. He seems to be getting runs now, 40 odd in that last outing in Karachi, and then got runs to his name. Importantly, he finished the game for his side. Ozari Joseph. He will surely use his height to his advantage here on this surface.
Well, there was a bit of movement, but that bounce accentuated it. It made it difficult for the batter. That's a good sign for Babar Azam and his bowlers, and that is the particular reason why he chose to bowl first. Looking for some movement off the surface, looking for some quick wickets.
One thing that's evident straight away is that we've seen here in Lahore, within the power play, seam upright, almost test match lengths, that's 6 to 7 metres, honing in on the top of off stump is where you're going to cause all that problem. I know it's a green surface, but there's not a lot of sideways movement. But if you hold your line and length, you will bowl well and cause enough trouble because the footwork of the batters is struggling early on.
Yeah, some joy for the bowler in PSL. Oh, improvisation. And goes all the way for the first 6.
One thing we're starting to see is when a bowler hones in on that line and length, batters try to get upset their rhythm, and the lap is always effective. Instead of trying brute force down the ground, why don't you use the pace of Alzari Joseph? 140 clicks. And all he has to do is find the middle of the bat and help it's on its way.
Yeah, that's what he can do once he gets going. And Quetta surely needs that because they've been losing a lot of wickets up front. 9 wickets in the power play in the last 2 games. Just a push, and the outfield will do the rest. Boundary, back to back.
Such a pretty looking stroke that was. A couple of deliveries. They did do something for the bowler, and that didn't deter him. Just timed the ball perfectly into the gap.
2 very different shots, one more textbook. It's gone to third. For a moment we thought we'll probably go carrying towards third. No. BYD leads the world in new energy vehicles, and PCB leads the game in talent. So BYD is giving away this BYD seal to the player of the tournament. There'll be a lot of contenders out there who are building up their form with the bat and ball. Good over for Quetta, and it's now 14 for no loss. Just that highlighted one change in the game today, and Peshawar brings in the left-arm wrist spinner Sufyan Muqeem in place of the leg spinner Arif Yaqub. Nice, good shape away from the left-hander. A lot fuller on that occasion.
Yeah, he's vacillating at the moment, South Shakil. He's not committing himself fully. Strokes he has attempted. He has to show more determination and also the footwork. And he has to realize one thing as a captain: if he manages along with his partner to go unscathed in this Pepsi power play, that'll be a win for them. That'll leave the bowling side to think and think hard.
And I guess when you look at the last 2 games that Quetta have played, they've lost actually 9 wickets in the power play. And what that means is that the middle order has to rebuild, they have to take their time, and they're not really allowed to play with that freedom and see what scores they could potentially get. So wickets in the shed outside of the power play is so important in T20 cricket.
Straight down. That's one of the safest, the best shots one can have over the bowler.
How did he manage that? How did he? I've lost my bearing. That was incredible, wasn't it? Short pitch delivery, gone over the head of the bowler for a 6. Terrific hit.
It's just timing, isn't it? It was just a jab in the front, baseball hit. So Vivian Richards going, see these batsmen.
And again, a little bit of weight, then he throws his bat. And once Allen goes like this, then it's bad news for the opposition.
It seems like he's psyching out the bowler. After hitting that 6, he knew the line is going to change and also the length, and he was ready for it. No halfway is there. Hard swing of the bat, and he got the desired result. He started to gain momentum this innings.
More runs on the legs, and he's put that away. Leaking runs here, Peshawar Zalmi.
Yeah, and it's all off the bat of Finn Allen. He's enjoying this pace. I spoke about how quick the fast bowlers are, and you see the impact that he has with the bat in hand. He feeds off this pace. I think it was the second game that Finn Allen played. It was a slower delivery that got him first ball. I haven't seen a slower delivery against Finn Allen just yet. I think that's your way to go. He's striking at 260 at the moment. You've got to change your pace to him.
You might have to bowl that again.
Well, when the fast bowlers, they'll see a bit of grass on the surface, they forget about it.
Yeah, it's more important here when your chances to win. Download the 𝐑𝐄-𝐿𝐿 app and enter into this lucky draw, and you have a chance to win a 𝐑𝐄-𝐿𝐿 motorcycle every game. So 34 games, 34 bikes. There it is. Again, a good over for Quetta. 17 coming off it. It's 31 for no loss. Saying bye-bye to Alzarri Joseph because there's a change in bowling. This brings a question, because once you start being put away like that, now he only has 4 specialist bowling options, Babar Azam, and he's pretty confident that he's going to go on with it. Ali Raza is his 3rd fast bowling option, and then you have Sufyan Mukim. Then he has to go for that Saim Ayub or Hussain Talat or Owen with that 5th option. And he's already cost them a game. I'm not saying that Hussain Talat can't bowl, but he couldn't defend 9. Finished off in the first 3 deliveries. But he still says we are happy with the batting heavy side.
Yeah, for the captain, it's very imperative to use auxiliary bowlers in the right situations where the opposition is feeling a bit of pressure.
youngster excited, always asking the question. Because he's been so successful this HBL PSL, everyone just gets around and goes, okay, maybe we should listen to him a little bit more. I think it was going to miss the other set, so good decision.
The angle he creates can be troublesome for the left-handers.
You talk about Ali Raza, and he's been put into situations where he was under pressure, went away for runs, but he came back strong. At the age of 17, the kind of discipline he shows with his lines and the speed that he's got, surely, as at the start of the game, Sadie and Bishop saw what he could do in the Under-19 World Cup, and immediately he was of the opinion that he should be taken care of, and he can be someone Pakistan can use to their advantage. Little width, too full. Saud Shakil puts that away. That'll give him some confidence.
Saud had frayed nerves. After this boundary, he should start feeling confident. He was well in control of that stroke. Footwork was there. And full face of the bat too.
Yeah, he's just trying to slide across the left-hander to the slip, which has now been taken out, and that comes to mid-wicket, so you would expect him now to hone in on the stumps a little bit more, straighten his line up.
You usually don't see Saud Shakil attempting those shots. Gotta go and download this app. All you need to do is log on to exchangeon.io, world's first arbitrage crypto exchange.
You mentioned about Ian Bishop seeing Ali Raza in the Under-19. I can confirm he's messaged a few of the commentators just asking how he's going in the HBL PSL. So one thing that I know about Ian Bishop is once he's kind of seen as a talent, a star, he loves following their career and he wants to see them be successful.
That's a good one. Probably a little better shot from the bowler only.
He bowls with that angle. To be able to get the leg before in his favour, the ball has to start from outside the off stump. Balls on the left side, and the angle has to be greater.
Again, similar, too full, weight provided, and Saud is all over it. 42 for no loss.
Yeah, usually Ali Raza favour back of the length, but this time around somebody must have asked him to pitch the ball up because of availability of the grass. Wide-edge delivery, that kind of length cannot be ignored by the left-handers.
So Zari Joseph will change ends. This is how they've started. 27 of 13. Ben Allen is now beginning to enjoy his outing. Good from Quetta Gladiators, they've kept believing in him. They haven't made any changes or any panic buttons haven't been pressed in that dugout. Straight, just over. It's a very straight batting. He makes it look so easy.
Yeah, guess what? That was not out of the middle of the bat. The bat just kind of twisting in his hands as well. Just indicating contact wasn't quite as crisp as he would have liked. I think the thing about Finn Allen is he's a real X factor, isn't he? He can take the game away. And you can't, especially in T20 cricket, you hold on to those players a little bit longer than potentially others.
Oh!
That brings a question: how many games as a team owner would you give a overseas batter? Because there's very little time. You arrive and you're straight into a game.
Well, you have to pay the full amount. So.
Well, I know in the Big Bash League, when it was 14 games, they spoke about the overseas players should win you 2 to 3 games. Your team will win based on how the locals go.
Yeah, he doesn't have he's gone straight to Saim Ayub. You just felt that he hasn't timed it. Couldn't put enough power into that shot. And he's handed it over to square the wicket on the offside.
Yeah, he was beaten by the pace. Also the bounce. Sipped off the surface. And he wasn't able to control that one. Saim Ayub was in control. Held it easily. First blood drawn. Good contribution of 31 from 16. Quetta 46 for 1.
In comes Riley Rousseau at 3. Yet to arrive this season, but he's been a run machine for them. And earlier for Multan Sultans. But they've started well. This is the highest opening stand in Lahore, so Quetta's got it. 46 for 1. Will look to cash out on this.
This is the length to ball on a surface like this. Nothing in the air for the bowlers and not getting any deviation of the surface by pitching the ball up. So they are better served bowling this length.
Oh, it's gone through. Sufyan Mukim there, taking his eyes off the ball. And that's enough for Riley Rousseau to get off the mark with a boundary. 50 up for Quetta.
When a new batter comes out, you want to make them earn every single run. And it must be Riley Rousseau's birthday because he's just been given an absolute gift. Oops-a-daisy. Up the ramp. Through the legs for 4.
He must be wanting to hide after that effort. Very casual.
Oh, he's got a top edge. Will the keeper get there? Oh, nobody does. Tell you what, Sufyan Mukim aborted looking at the keeper coming in. Otherwise, could have been his catch. 5 gone, 51 for 1.
Sufyan's had a shocker. I mean, he had to attack that ball, and of course the peripheral vision of the keeper was the problem, for which I have some sympathy. But that backing up the misfield, pretty ugly for Sufyan, and frustrating for Peshawar, because they've been blitzed here. 5 overs at 10s they're going, 51 for 1. See the keeper, that's the problem, and I have some sympathy, but I think he ran away from the ball a bit, and probably because of the keeper. So it's hard to be perhaps too critical. What do you think, Butch?
Well, he just let one through his legs a couple of balls before, so confidence wasn't high for Sufyan. Hence he probably just thought, I'm hoping somebody else will bail me out. Now Zari Joseph, if I know him at all, will be seething.
Ali Raza's first over went for 9. The last ball just a touch wide and crashed through square cover by Saud Shakil. Whoa, that's hurt. That's really hurt. There's that hint of uneven bounce in this pitch that we've seen yesterday and already a little today. And if you trap the finger, you really know about it at this sort of pace.
Yeah, Riley Rousseau was not just looking to ride that delivery either. The hands are going towards it. So he was offering some momentum towards that delivery as it bounced on him as well. That is going to smart. And if he's really unlucky, it might have broken something.
It's the face that tells you. I think he'd be worse off, actually. I don't think he'd be there without a physio, and doing that if he had a serious problem. So I think he's probably got away with it. But there's the problem with uneven bounce. We talk about it a lot, and if you're not really an expert in the game, you might wonder why up and down uneven bounce is more difficult to play than sideways movement. And you've just seen why. He was expecting that to certainly hit his bat, maybe as high as his splice of the bat, perhaps at the middle of the bat, but anyway, they've got him ringed. Look at that. Don't want to give Riley Rousseau width, by the way. You don't want to drop short to him either.
Beautiful shot there from Riley Rousseau. Sometimes you get a little bit gun-shy on that ball back of the length after you've been hit, but he stands tall, swings that mighty willow through it, and that's over. We're looking for a 1 bounce 4. Still looking to come forward at the ball. It's straight out of the middle of the bat. Not looking too perturbed about getting it in the fingers of the ball before. Beautiful shot.
He's pretty happy against the quicks. His strike rate actually is really good against fast bowling, 150 basically, as against 95 against spin. So he doesn't even score a run a ball against spin. Massive difference. Oh, that's beautiful. Whoa, we won't see better than that all day, I can tell you.
Really looking to come out the bowling here. Doesn't want to let the young man settle. A couple of steps outside leg, down the track, making a bit of width for himself. Get off middle stump. He's gone wide of mid off for another beautiful boundary.
Yeah, it's the Riley Rousseau we know. My feeling watching him over the last 2 or 3 months T20 cricket is that he's been premeditating a little bit, not watching the ball closely. Hence he's had a really rotten run of form and scores. Just trust your eyes. Trust that your eyes will get you into the right position to strike the ball. Don't worry about thinking where you want to hit it. Watch the ball, keep your head still and react.
Now, Ali Raza's going to switch to bowl round the wicket, which is fair enough. Changing the angle is often a good move in cricket. It's a game of angles. He'll want to look to hit straighter. It's interesting how his instinct is much more towards extra cover and square cover than it is straight down the ground.
Good pace from Ali Raza, really promising young prospect. Perhaps not hit top gear as yet. It's interesting in his bowling action that he tends to jump away in his delivery stride, which will give him a bit of difficulty in terms of controlling length consistently. But the wrist is good.
Oh, he's found the gap again, overpitched. It's fine batting though. It's a real lesson to a young bowler that when you're playing with the big boys, the margin for error is small.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Obviously round the wicket, he jumps in his delivery stride towards the umpire. Rousseau comes down again. I guarantee you Ali Raza wasn't looking to bowl that full, that delivery. It was a long half volley, even though Rousseau came a little bit out of his crease. Just hasn't quite locked into the right length for this surface yet.
Three boundaries from the over. Make it 4. Fantastic batting. 6 gone. The Pepsi power play is done, and there are 67 runs on the board. Excellent start, all credit to the quality of the batting. So take the pace off the ball now. Mukim coming into the attack.
Good ball, good ball.
He'll hope things go better than they have in the field. Takes a big heart now to come in and get this right when 2 guys are on and you've made a couple of mistakes and you're just a bit nervous.
Yeah, it was an interesting change in the lineup for Peshawar Zalmi. They left out the right arm leg spinner 𝐄𝐍𝐵𝐄 and brought Sufyan in. My feeling is they changed him because the left arm spinner spins the ball away from the left-handers. 3 left-handers in the top order for the Gladiators. There's a look at Riley Rousseau. Basically, you want to be straight at him, don't you? Lock him down on the pads.
Yeah, maybe they've gone down the match-up thing, you know, with Riley Rousseau's less good strike rate against spin. Did you ever, with Martin Guptill sitting between us, I'm interested in whether or not you were conscious of the match-up issue and the fact that you either were, your data said you were better against pace and spin or vice versa. We'll let him bowl this ball and then let you answer the question, and whether you then work on that and specifically look to improve one or the other.
Yeah, I think you're always looking to improve as a better. It doesn't matter. I mean, at 38, when I play, I'm still looking to improve, and I think my career strike rate against left arm spin will be probably well under 100, but then leg spin it's about 140. So you have your different matchups that you are better against.
Couple of dot balls badly needed.
I suppose that opening the batting, particularly when it comes to spin, quite often you get the chance to have a bit of a start before they come on. But left armers tend to do very, very well in short form against right-handers.
4. No stopping that. He really times it. He's superb behind square on the offside. A lot of the shorter men are, because they can play the ball nice and late. Wonderful batting. 73.
He's had a rough couple of overs. There's Soufiane Hakim. The team will need him to lock in. They are going, they are bleeding at the moment.
Almost hemorrhaging. They've had 9 boundaries in about 20 balls. Another change then, with the same Ayub coming into the attack. We've got, of course, they can spread now, and they sure are spread. There's 3 back on the leg side, 2 back on the offside. Free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page to answer the question and get a chance to win a house at the end of the league. Wow. Also win mobile phones daily, so almost can't afford not to get involved there. Martin Guptill's record in PSL, striking at 112 against left arm spin. He thought it was under 100. It isn't. 160 against leg spin. So wow, feasting upon leg spin. And here's the question. Free hit for fans. Well, I thought the question was coming. It possibly is. They win a house. Which, here we go. Which Pakistan captain has won the most tests for the country? Which Pakistan captain has won the most tests for the country? Great question. I can think of a few candidates. I suppose Babar Azam would be a candidate. Who was before him? Misbah Haq? Before him? Inzamam, of course. We go back to see Makram and, well, other great names. 78 for 1. Azari Joseph took the wicket. Luke Wood didn't quite get those in-swingers going today. His length was fine, but there was just nowhere to move against Finn Allen. He slayed it early on. And for once, Ali Raza not quite getting it right. To Palti, and absolutely Pakistan's best. Great supporters. Pakistan's #1 tee.
I sense a bit of frustration with Riley Rousseau here. He's really looking to get after the bowling previous ball. So he looked as though he blocked a half volley butch and just getting a little bit frustrated with himself. He can't time the ball.
You get a thickish edge like that, and there's no stopping it. But it's the ball's too short. I mean, he's given him so many opportunities to cut, and you don't give opportunities to Saad Shakil to cut. I tell you, he'll pull you apart.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest effort. Short third. Maybe that's a little harsh. Didn't quite anticipate that the ball was going in that area, did Tom Kohler-Cadmore. And they need a little bit of a spark in the field. Bowlers are having a rough time out there. Need all the help they can get.
He's bowling a big mixture of stuff, finger spin and wrist spin. It's costing very dear. I mean, this is a racing rate at the moment. They're going at more than 10s.
The issue is the line again, it's just too wide. I think slightly better than the ball before, but it's just width. You want to be pitching that ball on middle and leg stump. There's a left arm leggy to the left handers, trying to cramp them, but he's allowing them to get their hands and arms free.
You might have seen Mohamed Harris behind the stumps there, just signalling, you know, too wide. Oh, back he comes, sprinting, makes it, very good. But he was signalling to Hakeem, you know, too wide, too wide. You could sense his frustration here. You have little periods like this and it can get quite niggly out in the middle. In a desperate little sort of 20 minutes for Hakeem. $89 for 1. Great atmosphere. A lot of people in the ground. It's quite a home match, this. They don't have a home ground, as you know, and this is it. So it's billed as Quetta's name coming first, playing against Peshawar, but of course when Bubba's playing, they all turn up. Interesting how when Riley Rousseau just doesn't have the same confidence in his game when he can't use the pace of the ball, and actually sometimes he tries to hit it too hard. Timing is his gift. Fielded. No, really good, and the quick release, there's a lesson in that. So even against the angle of his run. Oh, there's Bobby in the outfit of the day. Wow, look at your best. HBL PSL. J. rewarding the best dressed spectator at every game with a luxurious gift hamper. Yeah. Oh, about him! Riley couldn't resist. The rubber's turn.
It's an extraordinary stroke, really. He's going at 150, got off to a flyer against the pace. But again, just sensed he was getting a little bogged down, a little frustrated against the spin. Saima just homing in on that middle stump. Riley gets that front pad out of the way, tries to heave it over mid-wicket and loses middle peg. 27 from 18 for Rousseau, 91 for 2, the Gladiators.
Player, the Sri Lankan Kushal Mendis. Been around a long time, done great justice to his country, that Sri Lanka, that magical island with so many wonderful cricketers. Very good from Saim Ayub, I have to say. little bit of orthodox off spin and the occasional sort of carrying ball. Get to Riley Rousseau out. Mark Butcher said it a moment ago. He hadn't been informed because in Butcher's view hadn't been looking at the ball. That's a good shot. See how he stays low on it. There are advantage in not being particularly tall, actually, as a batsman.
This is something that Mendes does extremely well. He'll flick out the front of the hand there. Not even knee height to most of us, Mark Nicholas, and he's just kept low, got deep in the crease. It's almost a sweep pull shot, that. And that spins away from the fielder in the deep and goes all the way.
He actually swept it off the back foot, didn't he? The movement was back.
Good boy.
Really good stroke. Halfway then, 95 for 2.
Quetta Gladiators at the halfway stage of their innings, 95 for 2. Finn Allen started off exceptionally well. And because of that, they're looking at something close to that 200 mark, which is exactly what the skipper said at the toss. Mukim bowling his third over. Good evening. Do you think Zalmi can pull this one back?
Hello, Lisa. I'm sure they can. They have got resources to pull this back. They just got that wicket, which was crucial. They need a couple of good overs here. Even if they don't pick up a wicket, don't leak boundaries. I think in the first 10 overs, they didn't do justice to the pitch. Pitch was pretty good for the Pacers. They gave away too many easy runs, too many half volleys or too short at times. This is a pitch where you bowl good length, you get a little bit extra kick. And even from Mukim, who's just been part of the Pakistan squad just recently, he hasn't really found the right length. Gone for 19 in his 2.1 over.
And he's coming up against a man who knows how to play spin exceptionally well. Mendes loves to sweep anything full.
Yeah, he's a very good player of spin. Previous over, we also saw that he played it from the back foot. He stayed really low and again, really close to the pitch of the ball and picked the gap beautifully.
Does he now, Mukim, just bring back his length? Pitched outside leg.
I'm not sure if that ball hit the pad even. I think he hit him on the glove. They're discussing if they want to go upstairs for DRS. I doubt it. There's definitely pitched outside the leg stump.
That's a length. That's a length. Just needs to be able to do it. To Mendes, Jazz fan pulse question: who holds the record for the most runs in a single PSL season without scoring a century? Rizwan, Babar Azam, Fakhar Zaman, Shoaib Malik. You know, sir?
No, I have got no clue. All of these guys have scored heavily in the last 9 seasons. So, no from me. I'm sure the audience who are looking at this, they'll run to Google or some other line to find out who's got that. Again, a little bit short. End of the 11th is 104 for 2.
Fours, 2 sixes, 25 dots, only the 1-2, which shows either it's 4 or 1. Oh, leading edge nearly popping up.
Out of all the regular bowlers, Sayan Ayub is the only one who found the right length, right pace. And the best thing he's doing is bowling within the stumps. At least he's giving himself chance. Got a big wicket of Riley Rousseau in the previous over, putting in all the effort. He's a decent bowler.
And gone. Just. Abdul Samad just camped himself beautifully on the rope and waited to pouch it.
Well, they might have had a horror time in the field in the last 11 overs, but this time around, Samad on the boundary judged it beautifully. Couldn't get the elevation and safe hands of Samad, who had to jump a little bit right on the boundary and knew exactly where the boundary rope was, and nicely taken. Saud Shakil was great innings, got 32 of 26, 105 for 3.
Mark Chapman from New Zealand. I can't believe that it's his first PSL, because he's played so much cricket in Pakistan, hasn't he? And had so much success.
I think it's all about availability, and must have been busy, you know, playing somewhere else or playing for New Zealand. But he is a class act. Again, too short, and gave enough time to Kushal Mendes to rock back or sit back and play it into the gap.
I liken Kushal Mendes to a boxer. He's quick on his feet, bounces into the right position, back deep in the crease, and he's able to swivel around and make good contact. Oh, where was he going? Nearly a run out. I think he felt that he deserved a run off that.
Yeah, they just lost a wicket. You don't want to lose another wicket now. Kushal Mendes is looking really good, so you want to stay out there.
Good boy.
Yeah, just nudge it away, look for 2, and he'll run hard for 2, and they got it. 12 gone, 112 for 3. Lahore has been excellent when you talk about crowd. It's been houseful last night, and and people come in numbers. There are few seats available, but otherwise this it's been full. So well done, Lahore.
Well, it's the first time that I've been back since the changes to the stadium, and it's great. It's kind of creating a little bit of a Colosseum feel to it, isn't it? With plenty of energy.
And this was done in no time. Maybe 4 months, 5 months. People really worked hard and put in a lot of effort to get this ready for the Champions Trophy.
Well, the leading run scorer and the leading wicket taker, the Hanif Mahmood cap and the Fazal Mahmood cap, will get a complete solar system for their house thanks to Inverex. They've been long-term partners.
Yeah, he tried to go over that fielder. Samad is a tall individual and had to jump also. Magnificent catch, I must say that. Not easy at times to judge in that crowd when the ball coming through that audience. This is a beauty. This is a beautiful shot. Nice and straight, safest shot in the game.
Yeah, that step hit length that we often talk about. Mendes just had to clear his front leg and slap it down the ground straight. You're right, anything over the umpire or the bowler is safe as houses. Good strike. That one keeping low, and he's disappointed he didn't find the gap there or get some wood on it. It's what these type of batters do. They like to play with the bowler, don't they? I'm going to slap you front of the wicket, so I expect you to draw your length back, and I'm going to cut you now or pull you. Oh, and missed out on an opportunity there. Very lucky to get away with that. 7 runs off it. It's 119 for 3. It was a good power play for Quetta Gladiators, and then there's a couple of wickets falling in this next phase, kept them a little bit quiet. Simon, who was normally, what, the 6th bowler last year, is really the 5th bowling option now.
Yeah, I think they have full faith in him, and he's bowled for Pakistan just recently. And he's not an easy bowler to handle. He's got that ball which goes away from the right-hander also. So even there's a grass on the pitch, you always have that fear in your mind that if it spins, then what happens? So that doubt always make the batsman play those false shots. But at the moment, Kushal Mendes is playing beautifully.
I'd say that's going down leg. Well, they may want to have a discussion. No, Simon Ayub agrees. First time he's actually bowling his 4th over in this HBL PSL season. Just shows you how successful he's been on a pitch. Prior to this match, only 4 wickets have fallen to spin, and his figures are 2 for 20. Played nicely off the back foot by Chapman. That time when the light is perfect. For the crowd selfie moment with the 𝐑𝐄 smartphone. No teeth for the smile? No, no teeth.
Good boy.
Look for 2. They won't get it.
I love the way Simon Ayub has, used his change of pace. He's not bowling at one pace. He's bowling a little slower at time. That last delivery were 86.7. Previously, he went up to 95.7. So he's also playing with the batter's mind and having idea what exactly the batter is going to look to do. Oh, that's well done. That's a great job. 𝐑𝐄 and a big Aussie there at mid-on, stopping that boundary. I'm sure he has stopped that. 125 for 3.
Yeah, and it's that time as well for the Tapal strategic timeout. Well, that ends the Tapal strategic timeout. One thing to keep in mind, Mark Chapman, as he's played 15 international matches here in Pakistan, so he'll enjoy this surface because it comes on nicely to the bat. We've already seen that from last night. 185 runs was easily chased down. Yes, it's a used pitch. There hasn't been too many demons so far. Going back to Mark Chapman, he averages 59 in Pakistan at a strike rate of 149. He's only played the one game in this HBL PSL, only scored 4. And even prior to this tournament, obviously played Pakistan in New Zealand, and he scored 132 in an ODI and 94 in a T20. So he's had some success against these bowlers. That's a nice way to start after the strategic timeout.
Forget about Chapman, how good Kusal Mendes is playing. Played beautifully against the spin, and now Luke Wood comes into the attack, and the first delivery dealt it beautifully. The cover fielder was in the game for a second, but it was hit so hard and no chance. Good start of the over.
They're looking for 2. Remember, there's only been 1-2, I think, so far. 𝐑𝐄, Bhangra Cam is live. If you see yourself on the big screen, show us your best dance moves and light up the stadium. One lucky dancer will win a 𝐑𝐄 smartphone. Oh.
Did he dance? I didn't see him dancing. I saw this little boy. I thought the last one, the little kid.
I think there's terms and conditions apply, so you have to be a certain age, maybe.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's phone, so you can't give phone to a little boy. Yeah, there's plenty in this surface. I think bowlers just got confused. You know, they thought that bowling full is the right way to go. No, this is the pitches where you bowl a little shorter, back of the length. Even when you look at Finn Allen's wicket, he was forcing it, hit him on the top of the bat. So that means from game last night, there are indentations in the pitch. And once the ball hit those marks, ball does a little bit. It just bounces a bit more. Again, too full on this surface. Hit the pitch kind of surface, this one. Good running.
Yeah, well, obviously the players aren't looking at Mark Boucher and Martin Guptill's pitch report, because they said back of a length. That's where the success has been. And the other thing that's been successful for Luke Wood especially is his slower deliveries. We haven't really seen that. I think, Waka, do you get excited when there's a greenness in the pitch and you forget about your slower deliveries?
Yeah, I was talking to Sir Vivian Richard at the pitch side, and we were talking the same. And he said these guys get really excited. These young boys get excited when they see all these grass on the surface. And he said it very clear. When there's more grass on the pitch, there is more pressure on the bowlers. So you have to be disciplined. And it is a pitch where you just got to be a little bit short. Yes, generate pace, which is key. Look at those numbers before today.
Again, back of a length, hit the sticker, clothed it. 134 for 3.
Projected, maybe you'll settle for somewhere 190s.
Yeah, you always tend to go 10 and over for the last 5 as an absolute minimum. They've only got 3 wickets down, the Gladiators. A couple of batters who are in. Chapman is a wonderful ball striker. Mendes is a terrific player of all types of bowling. So 190 should be an absolute minimum from here. Unless Ali Raza and co can improve upon what they've done so far.
And always a house full here. Tapalti Lounge, where you enjoy this Pakistan's leading tea brand, Tapalti, every match of the HBL PSL. Hassan Nawaz is actually an opener. All set and ready at 6, and he did well the other day for Quetta Gladiators on that number. Probably could have sent him ahead of Chapman, just to keep that 10 and run and over which they were having a couple of overs ago.
Yeah, Fahim Ashraf managed to get Gladiators up to 140. Played a blistering knock, 40 from 18 deliveries in the win over Karachi Kings. The Knights back in that astonishing collapse from Karachi. So they have plenty of action as far as the lower order, middle and lower order is concerned. Don't want to lose momentum here. Vitally important period this for the Gladiators.
Push, probably the right call, just to keep to that single. Well, sign up and use PayPal debit card to avail the best Golutlo discounts in Pakistan. A card of choice. Martin Guptill alongside me. Martin, you played for Quetta Gladiators. Tell us maybe an insight. What are the thinking at the moment in that dugout?
We need boundaries, I think. That's what I'd be thinking if I was sitting out there right now. Mark Chapman hasn't quite got going just yet, just striking at 100 at this stage, but Mendes has had a great start. And great piece of fielding on the boundary out there. Lovely shot from Mark Chapman. I want to get a few away out of the middle here to just start feeling a bit better and maybe find a few boundaries in the next couple of overs.
Tell us about King-Viv in the dressing room. Whilst you're in the dugout, what's he like?
Well, the year I was there, he wasn't part of the team. I'm not sure why.
What?
Yeah, it was disappointing. I wanted to, pick his brain about a few things and that, but yeah, he wasn't there that year. I was disappointed. But as we saw the other night, very animated in the dugout. He lives and breathes every single ball that's bowled, especially when the game's getting tight. And lovely to see from such a legend of the game.
Seemed to be any reason as to why boundary check was required there. Alzari brooding on the boundary. He's got 2 overs left.
It was a special request. I'd love to watch him dive and stop those balls of Zari Joseph. This particular effort from him, of course, wasn't very close to the boundary, but always good to have a second look. 140 for 3. Yeah, bowling first, he sorted out those 4 specialist bowlers issue. He's not left with any part-timers anymore for the remaining overs. The only thing we were talking about at the start of the innings is how to get Nahid Rana into the 11. And the only option was his replacement, Luke Wood. How do you let him go? He's been doing so well for them.
It's Luke Wood's last game today, isn't it, I believe? So changes will have to be made. Pensive there, the King. Still in great nick, his mid-70s. Very fit. Great slow ball from Alzari. just stalled a little bit since the dismissal saw Shaquille. Really good off cutter.
He's managed to put bat on that. He'll still find a well-guarded boundary there. Yeah, you're right about that. Boundaries not coming in as freely as they were. 14 deliveries since the last boundary. Download Go Lutlo app and enter into this lucky draw. Chance to win a Go Lutlo motorbike every single match. Just scan. Hasn't really got hold of it. Just end up with a single there.
15 balls without a boundary now. It's getting to that stage where you start getting a little bit tense. Your bottom hand tightens around the bat, and you probably go looking for one that's not quite there. Guys out in the middle just need to just clear their mind, just react to what's coming down at them, and not try and premeditate. And when you're still, you're able to hit the ball a lot cleaner than if you're premeditating it and your head's not still.
Terrific comeback though from Peshawar Zalmi. He got flogged in the first half of the innings and really tightened things up. Be mindful of the fact that 185 was not enough last night.
You just get a feeling Simon bowled well, and being that part-timer, he was able to get 2 wickets, and I'm sure the batting lineup would have focused on those 4 overs, haven't gone their way.
Well, I mean, the thing that Saim did so well that too few of the other bowlers did was he bowled straight. He bowled very much at the stumps. Didn't allow any width, didn't get cut, didn't get pulled. And it was an excellent spell, 2 for 24.
It's a very good over from Joseph. Surely knows that they're going to look to go for those boundaries, keeping it fairly wide and full outside off.
Yeah, well, they've got the 2 fielders back. One behind point, and the other one in a traditional sort of middle of the wicket sweeper position on the offside boundary and the long off. So Joseph is signalling that he's going to be wide of the stumps.
Yeah, finally he gets a little bit of bat on it, and that's enough for that finger to go up. That's a brilliant over from Alzari Joseph. Made it really frustrating for the batter out there, and has the final laugh. 4th wicket falls for Quetta Gladiators with 144.
Another slow ball there from Joseph. Wilson Mendes threw the shot a little bit early, just only get the Q end of the bat. Nice tumbling catch there from Mohammed Harris. Bit of stalling once again here. Wilson Mendes gone 32 of 27. Better now, 144 for 4.
Waheem Ashraf, another left-hander to join Chapman. Oh, it's gone through. It's not the first time this evening's happened. He's dived all over it.
Oh, Baba. Just unlocked the boundaries for the Gladiators. Chapman got a good piece of bat on it. Will be very disappointed he got through. First ball of the over as well. Puts the bowler under a bit of pressure.
Does it surprise you, Hassan Nawaz getting a 35 in that previous outing for Quetta at number 6? That's the wicket of Mendes. Some really smart bowling from Alzari Joseph.
Yeah, but Fahim was the hero, really. Gave them something to bowl at the other night, so I have no issue with him coming in now. What they need is a real change of momentum, somebody to take these last 2 and a bit overs by the scruff of the neck.
He just scored a 42-ball 100 in New Zealand. What more does he have to do to be given that number? It's really a strong comeback from the fast bowlers, not allowing Quetta Gladiators to free their arms. Jazz Fan Pulse, the bonus question: which player reached 56s in HBL PSL history in the fewest innings? And the options A, B, C, D right there. He had a very good recent tour here in Pakistan, Chapman. He didn't really bat for New Zealand in the Champions Trophy, but he had a few good outings against Pakistan on this ground. Good shot, placement, boundary, much needed boundary.
Beautiful shot there from Mark Chapman. It's a feature of his game that makes him so good, is his ability to just time the ball nicely into gaps. Not the biggest of blokes, but he does pack a very good punch when he is looking to time the ball and not overhit. So for a little bit of room there. He's done well to get that out of the middle of the bat. It's got quite full on him, and it's a squeeze it out square of cover for a much needed boundary.
Oh, it's gone through again. What is going on with Zalmi fielders here? Barber once again.
Well, for the second time he looks at the palms of his hands as though there's a massive hole in them. 8 runs have gone past him in this Ali Raza over. The first one, okay, he had to dive. That one's inexcusable. In a game like T20, where often there are small margins, those 2 boundaries could be absolutely pivotal. He'll have to score them back himself.
Oh! Well, apologize for that immediately. That was nasty.
I mentioned earlier that Ali Raza's action generates a lot of pace, but he gets this rather large veer away from the stumps on delivery, and it just makes controlling length really difficult. I mean, that is missing your length by a long, long way. Attempting a Yorker and almost collecting Mark Chapman in the face on the way through.
He'd be counting himself lucky he's not right-handed there, Mark Chapman. That made me squirm up in the commentary box here.
He'll have to bowl that again. It still remains a free hit. That's a big over. Another 16 runs and 1 ball to go. He's hasn't had a good outing today. None for 47, Ali Raza.
Yep, just 17 years old, raw, very, very talented. And that sort of consistency and that refinement of his bowling action will come in the coming years. A great tournament up until today.
And gets away with it. That free hit, couldn't cash it out. 18 overs gone. It's 161 for 4. A 17-run over surely helped Gladiators to pick up some pace. 3 boundaries, a wide and no ball. Eventually 4 overs, none for 48 for Ali Raza tonight. Azari Joseph now with the 19th. Good shout, but maybe some bad. Are they going to go upstairs? Baba's, well, he is now convinced.
A review for given that out. TV Empire 2 director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked feet, it is a fair delivery. Front down spin vision, please. Keep rolling. Ball close to the bat, confirm it from ultra edge, please. Stand by. Stand by, guys. Let's keep rolling. Roll back, please. Roll back one more time, please. Roll back. Roll back and roll forward. Roll forward. Satisfied flare line up to the pair, please. Satisfied, no bat involved. Ball tracking when you're ready, please. Stand by, guys. Ball tracking building up. Original decision not out. Pitching outside leg. Pitching outside leg. Rashid, stay with not out decision. Stand by. Yonsaki, make a signal, yeah?
Yeah, good call. Pitching outside leg. Anything else is irrelevant. Just not getting those boundaries here. So he must have been sent up in the order. All those big hits, another 10 deliveries in the innings.
Yeah, Azari Joseph to the 2 left-handers has again gone with the 2 fielders back on the offside. So they're thinking that perhaps they might get a bit of width, but he's just tucked them up in this over, pitching the ball outside leg stump to go over the top of middle. He's just adjusting that fielder now. See the two men to the right of your screen suggesting width.
Pakistan's #1 solar brand, trusted over 15 years in Pakistan. Inverex Solar Energy.
Great thing about having the extra pace of Alzarri Joseph, who's up at 148 that last delivery, is that you can bluff a little bit.
That's straight up, and he takes it himself. That's very good bowling. Not just this over, the one previous from him. And Fahim Ashraf has to take the walk.
Again, just tucking the left-hander up. Right in at the right peck. No room at all, and it's quick. It's onto him far too quickly. Fahim couldn't get any sort of extension, couldn't get any sort of momentum into the shot, so he goes for one, and this innings is stalling. 164 for 5. Well, that'll wake him up. Joseph, as he was to the left-handers, just going for the body. It's quick, bounces steeply, it's nasty. Real old-school West Indian fast bowling at the death, this. Don't worry about the Yorker, get it under the armpit.
Gets quite big on him, doesn't it? Takes that one on the bottom of the grill. Alzarri Joseph straight back to his run up. He wants another go here, doesn't he? He wants to put another one up under that armpit. Don't you get on the front foot to me, young man. Looks all right here, though. Nawaz ready to go again. So is Alzarri here. He's keen, isn't he? Let's get out of this over unscathed.
It's like a sniper accuracy, finding the open spaces in that visor.
The great thing about it has been that the change from right-hander to left-hander has not messed with Joseph's accuracy. Makes the catch off his own bowling to get rid of Fahim. And he gets the right-hander in, very next ball, same plan. Got fielders back square, off and leg side. He's going to go short and in at the body, and it was absolutely perfect. Thankfully, Nawaz is okay.
Oh, the sound of baton ball has gone miles in the sky and over for a maximum. That's really what he can do. 170 for 5.
What a strike this is here. Catches it at the top of the bounce. A long handle through the ball. It's gone a million miles in the air, almost higher than long. 86 metres and lands over the hoardings. Great way to finish that over.
So the final over, 6 deliveries and 170 for 5. Luke Wood with his final. Alzarri Joseph finishing off 3 for 33 in his 4. Good bowling there from him. And then Syme 2 for 24. push. He's hit it too well, just for one now. Can Nawaz produce another shot like that last delivery of the previous over?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Luke Wood does here. Doesn't have the pace and bounce of Alzari Joseph, so it's unlikely that he'll go short as Alzari did. Just strange that he decided to go full. The only delivery in the over that he went in the fuller area of the pitch. Nawaz dismissed it. Slower ball from Wood. That'll be the way he goes.
Yeah, he does bowl that slower one very well, disguises it, and that will be the weapon. He wouldn't want to offer anything in terms of pace to Nawaz. There you go. Oh, what's happening there? What's going on? Not really sure if the striker was aware of this single being initiated by the partner.
A lack of communication here. Breakdown, swing and a miss. Chapman well within his rights to call him through for a single there, but Nawaz just not responding to the call. Ultimately, that's his undoing.
And Quetta now, 173 for 6.
It's an eventful stay for Arslan Nawaz. Got clonked on the head, smashed one out of the ground, and run out. Little or no awareness that his partner was looking to run through for a bite. Excellent comeback for Luke Wood. That slow, wide delivery to the right hand. Got another lefty out there now. Mohammed Wasim Jr. He can hit a long ball.
Chapman hands it to Owen, down at the throat of long on. Another one goes. These last 5 overs, they've lost 4 wickets for just 43.
Simple catch in the end there for Mitchell, and Mark Chapman, a good piece of bat on it, just couldn't get the elevation he needed. Straight down the throat of long on. Chapman departs. Departs for 33 off 26 balls. 173 for 7.
Mohammad Amir makes room and he gets that edge that you'd love to take 4 more to the total and to his name.
Yeah, can they squeak above 180? 185, remember, was not enough last night. More Calanders dispatching Sultans. This is well, unfortunate that there is no third. Perfectly safe. The boundary, get up over 180.
Another slow one. They go for that bye and they get it. So they finish off the 20 overs here, and 178 is what they've managed in the 7 overs, but so well done by Babar and his men, especially in those last 5 overs. They conceded 44 and they took 4 wickets after being put all over in that power play. It's a massive comeback.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed, the Gladiators, to end up only with 178. It's still something to bowl at. It might well have been better. Some fielding errors. Captain was culpable. It might have kept him below the 170 mark. But it's an excellent comeback in the second half from the Zalmi. The Gladiators might be ruining the fact that they wasted such a brilliant start. However, they have something to bowl at. And their bowling attack is in pretty good shape at the moment as well. Defended brilliantly on this ground only a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, look at that. 67 for 1. Second stage, 67 for 2, and then nosedive. 44 for 4. 178 for 7. Will that be enough? Quetta couldn't get to 150 in their previous 3 games, so with that aspect you'd say they've done well, but is it enough? This is how they went about with their 20 overs after being asked to bat first. Had a brilliant start with Allen giving them a flyer 31 of 16. Riley Russo also took apart Ali Raza. Saud Shakil kept one end intact as they moved ahead. Mendes valuable 32, Chapman 33. Just couldn't get in that top gear in those last 5 overs. The partnerships there, 46 and 45, that's the start that they wanted, and they got it. And in the middle, Mendes and Chapman helped them with a 39, 178. Zari Joseph was brilliant, especially with his last 2 overs in the second spell. 3 for 33 and 2 for 24 for Syme. 1 for Wood. 178 for 7 with the 10 extras that helped Quetta Gladiators. Let's step down and join Zainab Abbas.
Yeah, 10 wickets for Alzari Joseph so far in the HBL PSL. Your first HBL PSL then, Alzari, and you seem to be enjoying the conditions here in Lahore.
Yeah, so far this ground has been pretty good to me, so I'm hoping to keep it going.
Just talking about the conditions then, I mean, of course, we saw a lot of runs yesterday as well. 185 was chased. But what's the key to bowl in these conditions?
I think hitting that good length consistently, even in the back end, if you realize the batters found it hard to pick the pace up, even if you're hitting length.
Did you have specific plans against somebody like Syme Ayub? You got the all-important wicket against him, and we've seen that, you know, he's sort of struggled in the HBL PSL, but he's always a crucial wicket because he can sort of take the game away.
Excuse me, who was that?
Syme Ayub.
That's my teammate.
I'm saying, sorry, what I'm trying to ask is that, you know, you've been facing him in the nets, and how is it to be bowling somebody like him in the nets?
Oh, yeah, it's been pretty good. Haven't really played much against him, so it's, you know, an opportunity for me to, you know, see what I could, you know, pick up from him, because at some point I'm going to play against him.
Because you just get an idea by facing, obviously, in the nets. That's what I meant. Just your thoughts on the total so far?
Yeah, the wicket looks a good wicket. It's seemed to settle down a bit in the middle, excuse me, middle in the back end, so I think it's a pretty good total for us to chase.
All right, thank you so much, and all the best for this one.
Thank you.
So it's 179 to get for Babar Azam and his men, and we'll come back to you with the chase in just a moment.
to the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore and the Quetta Gladiators against Peshawar Zalmi. Quetta really just had an innings of two halves if ever I've seen one. The first they utterly dominated, brilliant stroke way, were flying along, and then in the second 10 Peshawar fought back and actually dragged it to a very manageable total. I think 178 for 7 in the end. I'll wager that Zalmi are extremely pleased with that performance. We're going to get out to the middle now, where Zainab is with Waqar Younis.
179 to get there. And just talking about the conditions here, I mean, the fast bowlers have so far enjoyed bowling here. Waqar, thoughts on this pitch so far?
Yes, they have. I mean, this is the third game on we played 2 games there and a game last night here also, and there's plenty of grass. And if you look at here, stand here as a batter, you'd be thinking, oh my God, that's not going to be that easy. But he hasn't played that badly. Bowlers, I thought they bowled a little poorly when they pitched it up. It's easy to hit those deliveries which are fuller, but anything back of the length, because they played a game yesterday, there was like few indentations and few cracks which have opened up in that area back of the length. It is very, very difficult to bat once you hit that area. It's not easy.
And which bowler was able to do that really well in today's game so far?
Joseph, I thought he did it beautifully. Early on, Luke would try to swing it from full length, didn't really work, but back of the well length, Alzari Joseph was excellent. I mean, the shots they played against him were like all those cross shots. It was risky strokes, but he stuck to the task, bowled back of the length and picked up 3 wickets. He was easily the pick of the bowler, and then of course Simon Ayub also.
A bit lackluster in the field as well, Zalmi. Yeah. I mean, they had their opportunities to perhaps reduce this total that we have.
They have given at least if I say 20 runs extra. They could have easily saved 20 runs in the field. Couple of them went through, Babar's legs also. So he wasn't very happy with it. And then that Riley Rasool's catch, I thought that should have been taken. Peshawar Zalmi is no good in the field. They have to really come and bat well to win this game.
From a Quetta Gladiators perspective, perhaps would you have wanted a few more runs for them, or are you happy with the total that they've made?
I mean, the stage they were in at one time, we were all thinking that it might get to 200 or maybe more. But Peshawar Zalmi at the end, they pulled things back. They found the length, and Simon Ayub's at 4 overs in the middle, I thought he put the brakes on and brought it into a total which I would say a par total. Because of the dew factor, I'm seeing all this rope going around, and I was just, when I was coming, I could feel that list getting a little greasy, so it might just get a little damp and batting become a little easy.
Well, you're talking about batting becoming a little easy. I think we also spoke about Simon Ayub. I was talking to him about Alzari Joseph as well, that he struggled with runs, but then again, we know what he's capable of and might enjoy batting here.
Yeah, he's technically sound, so you need players up front who are technically sound, and I think he will enjoy that pace, but got to be a little watchful with that extra bounce at times. Yeah, he's a too good a player to stay out of form for too long.
What about somebody like Babar Azam then? Because we know that he scored a 50 in that last game. All these fans here, Waqar, are, with all the Peshawar Zalmi flags up there, they're huge fans of Babar.
Yeah, most of them. I mean, they love their cricket also. Yeah, Babar Azam, good to see him getting runs. He was struggling in the first few games and came back very, very strongly. The other night he played beautifully. The old Babar, we saw beautiful drives, and this is the time. If you want to win this game, you need a good start. So he's the one, and Simon Ayub, if they can put up a good opening partnership, I think things will become easy.
With somebody like Abrar Ahmed with them, Quetta Gladiators, he's been one of their main bowlers so far, regardless of the conditions. Even in these conditions, he's done well. With the dew around, I mean, his role is going to be obviously very important.
Yeah, he was out here a minute ago, and he was not happy with the conditions because he thought that it's getting a little greasy. It's difficult for him to, because he bowled with the knuckle. So it's not that easy to grip that greasy ball. So, but the good thing about him is he bowls tight, nice line and length, and he will not leave the stump. So if you have to really score against him, you have to actually take risks.
All right, we're talking about this total. Yesterday, 185 was chased, with relative ease. let's just take a prediction from you for today.
I have a feeling that it will be chased, just a feeling, but only because the dew factor. I think if there is no dew, then it's not going to be easy to score runs on this surface.
All right, so the dew is going to have some kind of a play. I can tell you that the umpires are out, and the teams are also getting in a huddle. Quetta Gladiators. So I think it's time to head back to the commentary box, and it's back to you guys in the commentary box.
Thanks, Zeneb, and thanks to Vakar out there in the middle. He makes a point about the dew. We've had some dew here in the evenings, though it hasn't affected the bowlers quite as much as one might expect it to. So final words here from Saad Shakil. All about concentration and focus, I reckon. They certainly need to feel better than Zalmi did, that is for sure.
Fight karte rahenge end tak. Keep fighting, lads. We will win this match, inshallah. Inshallah. Come on, boys.
Babar Azam and Saim Ayub. We haven't seen the best of Ayub by any means in this tournament. We saw the best of Babar the other night here when he really found some fluency to his play. Mark Chapman, hello.
How are you guys?
Aha, so come on, is it enough?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Why not? If we bowl well, yeah, it should be enough.
Did he find the pitch a little uneven in pace?
Yeah, a little bit up and down. If you smash that hard length, that variable bounce is tricky to hit sometimes. So yeah, we're looking to do that.
The thing about the tournament is the games come thick and fast. You at least get the chance, don't you, to get on a bit of a roll if you have a good win and it lifts morale.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the boys have taken some confidence from the last game, so hopefully today we can do it again.
And how are you enjoying having Viv Richards around the place?
Viv has the energy. He's 73, but he's acting like he's 43. He's a legend, mate.
Did he see his celebrations the other night?
Absolutely.
Could he watch them? Yeah, amazing.
He's a legend.
All right, thanks very much for your time. Viv was very animated the other night when Quetta stole that game from Karachi Kings. Okay, so 179 from 20 overs. This guy needs some runs. He's got a rare talent. He sure experiments out there. He's not shy of trying pretty much anything. And that's who they want to shine today, King Babar Azam. More than 3,500 runs. And 34 50s to go with a couple of hundreds. This is an admirable cricketer, I have to say, a thinking cricketer. Mohammad Amir with all of the tricks of the trade, a long time in the game, understands it, tries to outthink batsmen with his own variations. He's got a slip in place, and what else have we got? We've got a mid-on, actually very orthodox, mid-on, mid-wicket, long leg, or in the cover ring. Here we go, Mohammad Amir to Saim Ayub, who plays a glorious stroke to kick us off.
You wouldn't think the scores that he's produced in the last 3 or 4 games based on that type of shot. But it looks like a guy who's in form, his footwork is spot on, good contact as well. That might ease the nerves from him.
Yeah, it was a rare, ordinary delivery from Mohammad Amir. He's on the money most of the times.
It's an excellent run too. He absolutely knew what he was doing there. He knew where the gap was, knocked it into it. Great start. Yeah, you're right about Mohammad Amir. He's pretty good up front, isn't he? Not too many easy balls for batsmen.
Just to highlight how these two have struggled this year, they're averaging 4.2. But when you look at last year's HBL PSL, they were averaging 53. Now that's a huge difference.
Oh, he's hit Babar on the head. Smack on the helmet.
Yeah, Babar Azam was expecting more bounce on that occasion. For my liking, he ducked a bit too early. Took his eyes off the ball. Hence, he's been hit on the head.
Yeah, I mean, if you duck, you do take your eyes off the ball, but you're right. He just expected much more bounce than that, didn't he, from that length? So what they have to do now, they have to come and check for concussion, and they certainly have to check his helmet. I think he has to replace the helmet, actually.
Yeah, that last replay, the side-on replay, actually showed how, well, the lack of bounce that was there. You would expect where he pitched the ball that it would just keep rising. It's probably halfway down, and see, just does not get up. So you can understand why Babar Azam ducks, and then he realises, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. And the thing that I hate to see is players turn their head, because he actually hasn't got the protection on the back of his helmet, and that can cause a lot of problems.
What sort of response Babar Azam is going to venture?
Ready again, though. I think it's a reminder to everybody that you can be as good as him, and still, when you start, you're not picking up the ball as early. You know, you've got to sort of dance a bit on the feet. You've got to get yourself going. You've got to be ready for that ball. Pumped, focused. You know, the toes are moving a bit now. He's had a real shock, I reckon, from that. It's quite extraordinary, actually, how popular he is. So every ground we've been at, Peshawar Zalmi have played, we've had a huge crowd and a lot of yellow shirts and a lot of just ongoing cheering, applauding, screaming at times, support for him. And that in itself, you know, the pressure of expectation can build on a player. It was good to see him release it a bit with his innings the other day. Ooh. Into the first over, 6 for none. They're just having the best time, all of them. Cheers for Baba. Cheers for Quetta. So Baba wins the vote, that is for sure. Fahim now. Oh, I say, that's a long carry off the front foot over a backward point. Wowza.
Baba looks in the mood. He knows people have come out to the stadium to watch him bat. And what a shot that was. Sliced the ball off the face of the bat deliberately. And got a very good result, Babar Azam.
Well, we've seen all day that width gets punished. Much more difficult to hit straight balls on this pitch. You've got to keep hitting that hard length straight. Congratulations to KFC here. Each time a player hits a 6, KFC award a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC.
Out of the HBL PSL. His average is the lowest and his strike rate is the second lowest. He's even more determined to ensure that he has a good day out.
Decisive footwork too.
Well, Fahim Ashraf's got to get it straighter and back of a lengther. BYD leads the world in new energy vehicles, and PSL leads the game in talent. And BYD is giving away the BYD seal as the prize to the player of the tournament. So stay tuned. Nobody back at long leg. He likes a little scoop thing, does Saeem. That's out. Oh, caught on the wicket. That bounce, you see, unusual bounce. It flew through. In fact, it quite shocked the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, it's been aforementioned. Every time you ball into the pitch, you'll get plenty of purchase. After getting hit for a couple of boundaries, Fahim realised the way to go is ball into the pitch. Extra bounce, open face of the bat, did the trick for Quetta Gladiators. Is Saim Ayub once again not getting going. Peshawar 17 for 1.
More aggressive stroke player out of England. Plays in a lot of the franchise leagues around the place. And when he's hot, he's really hot. Great relief for Fahim Ashraf to pick up that wicket. Oh, that's a shot. First ball. Wow. What about that? The confidence of the man.
Yeah, he's due for runs. Cadmore, apart from that 50 he scored in Pindi, is another one who has struggled. This should give him confidence. Yes, it was close to the fielder, but still got off the mark.
Same problem though, Amir, width, isn't it? I mean, all these boundaries have come from balls just outside off stump that they can work with. And 3 of them already in his first over. Good early call, a scream of no. 21 for 1. Well, last night we saw a very good chase by Lahore Qalandars, a calm innings from Daryl Mitchell, a blistering one from Sikandar, who came in and just tore into it. Oh, that's not far away. Up goes the dreaded finger, and not for the first time. Babar Azam to a left arm over the wicket, quick.
Yeah, diamond cuts the diamond. This is the second time in HBL PSL Mohammad Amir has gotten rid of Babar Azam, and he has referred it.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Routine decision is out. I have checked feet. It is a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Keep rolling. And roll back, please. Roll back. And roll forward. Ball close to the bat. Confirm it from Ultra Edge, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. I can see gap between bat and ball. Keep rolling up to the pad. Satisfied. Flat line. No bat involved. Ball tracking when you're ready, please. Stand by, guys. Ball tracking building up. Reiner the scene is out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket hitting. Alex, stay with Reiner, out decision, stand by.
Well, it had to be. It's a superb bit of bowling too.
Your spin, make a single.
Yeah, he's still got it. Been around a bit. He's learnt a lot. He's got all the skills, and one of them has undone the master. The modern master, Babar Azam, heading back to the dugout. It's 21 for 2. Harris has come out and taken guard. He'll want to get exactly the same ball. If he could land it in the same spot here. Oh, goodness me. That is unbelievable.
He doesn't fear anything, Harris. And he refuses to be dictated to. Comes out, faces the first delivery, didn't bat an eye, the 2 wickets which fell in no time. Went with his strength and is off the mark in style.
It's not the first time that we've seen him do this. As soon as he comes out, he wants to counter punch.
Another look at the ball that got Babar Azam. He's just going to have to find a way to clear that left leg and hit it back where it came from. So the bat is coming alongside the pad, not out in front of it.
He was expecting an away swinger. That's why he was covering off stump. That's rich coming from him, Aram said. He used to slaughter the bowlers.
It's quite a sweet thing that, though, isn't it? That this highly experienced fast bowler can feel so strongly about the input and the sort of, I don't know quite what the word I'm thinking of is here, but Viv Richards' ability to inspire this team is clear, and that was a lovely exchange between two people who really respect each other. We were saying before the game, actually, when I was chatting about Mohamed Amir and the bowler's brain, you know, the bowler's brain that can think ahead of the batsman's brain. All 5 times. Oh, now another one's been hit. Ah, goodness me. This time Tom Kohler Cadmore. All of a sudden, Mohamed Amir is Wasim Akram.
Employing his experience, he knows Cadmore likes a bit of room outside the off stump, changed the angle, and a very well-directed bouncer. It's the second time.
Look where he is. Look where he is. He's a yard out of his crease. So he's coming at the bowler, and the bowler's saying, don't you come at me. I have to bowl from behind a line. So you want to advance down the pitch, you better be ready.
And then he followed up with, are you okay? As most fast bowlers do. But it did hit him in the shoulder first and then ricocheted up to the helmet. So the impact is really on the shoulder. So that's good signs in that sense.
Has to go Saeem Ayub and then Babar Azam, who's 5 times out in this year's HBL PSL. Every one of them against the left-arm bowler. 4 quicks and 1 spin. And this pair, who were all-powerful, it seemed, in this tournament, have had a miserable time of it together. In what did you say? At average 4.2, you said. I thought, amazing. Round the wicket to Bowler Cadmore. He tried him with the slower ball, and anyway, it's a fabulous over. 28 for 2. Lovely view, lovely crowd, lovely feel this evening. Sunday night, ground rocking, game nicely in the balance. Going to take a considerable effort to chase these runs. Here's Karam. Oh, there's some swing too. Oh, good balance between bat and ball here.
Yeah, he has bowled him in the nets quite often, Khurram Shahzad, and he knows that Haris is one player who likes to hit the ball from the stumps. So that's why he bowled it wider, asking the batsman to reach for it.
He had a good outing as well last game, 2 for 31. That was his first game of this season of the HBL PSL. Light changes to the field. You can see that slip, Ashton Turner.
Lovely bowling this. Khurram bowled well, I thought, the other night for Quetta in that steal off Karachi Kings on this ground. And you know, what they were searching for was cricketers that fight when the chips are down, and that's exactly the situation. He got Shan Masood after rather a painful stay by Shan Masood. He made 9 from 17 balls, and that really started the collapse, to be honest. Although you'd still be critical, I think, and I'm sure they would be themselves. James Vince and Tim Seifert would have felt they had the game in the palm of their hands. They defended 54 off the last 54 balls, and it was Khurram Shahzad was amongst the bowlers. Now here we go. Look at that. The J. super over. He's hit him, he's won, and he's happy.
He's been on strike for 3 deliveries. He hasn't been able to hit a boundary. Gives you the feeling something is going to give.
I was saying they defended 54 from 54 balls. I mean, you got to run a ball and they had plenty of wickets in hand. I think they had 7, 8 wickets in hand. There you go. I mean, oh my goodness me, that was a loss and a half. But credit to Quetta, who just decided that it wasn't over. And they'd just stay in the game. And if you stay in the game and the opposition make the odd mistake and the dugout starts to panic and people are trying to find their kick because they're in much quicker than they thought they would be. He made a name for himself, of course, Karim Shahzad, on his test debut. It was in Perth when he got Steve Smith out twice in the match. So he's troubled the big names before. Oh, very good. Again, 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 coming down the pitch and the bowler making him pay for it.
Yeah, what I like about him is doesn't really accelerate through the crease. It's a very comfortable run up, very rhythmical, but you can tell that he's strong from the upper body because he generates so much pace and bounce. That's what troubles him. It's like almost laconic kind of run up and then boom, hits you.
Yeah, with this final step, he takes a leap rather than a jump. And that's why it looks so smooth. And that's why he bowls with a lot of control.
Race front leg as well, which we've often seen from fast bowlers that tend to generate a lot of speed as well.
Bowled, really well bowled, 31 for 2. The despondent Babar Azam played a couple of glorious, actually 3 glorious strokes on the offside, one that went square for 6 and 2 through extra cover. But he got done by a left armer again, swinging into him, trapping him LBW. I guess it's something even the best have to think about when you develop a habitual problem. You find a way to break it. Another change with Wasim coming into the attack. Definitely, I'd say we've seen a bit more uneven bounce in the second innings this evening than we saw the last 2 evenings here. Push him back, you see, and then get him half forward, I suppose. I mean, in the end, it's just a darn good ball, and he's going to have to, as I said, got to find a way to try to hit it back straighter than he is at the moment with his leg out of the way, but it's easier said than done. Crowd selfie moment with Vigo Tel's smartphone. They all look very happy.
Got him! Too far across and pays the price, does 𝐄𝐍𝐶𝐈𝐒𝐇. Well, he has sorted his wrist position, Wasim Jr., and now he looks a different bowler. He's into that knack of picking up wickets now. He has become a consistent performer for his franchise. Don't move too much outside the off stump. He was not aware of his leg stump.
Yeah, actually clipped the pad and then the stumps maybe stayed a little bit low. He departs for 5. Zalmi in trouble, 33 for 3.
Okay, well, put simply, these are two superb talents. So have they got it in them? Because this is a real dogfight now. 3 down in the power play, and we've got to play incredibly well. Good start from Wasim Jr. Perfect line and length. That is excellent bowling. Another look at the end of Tom Kodakadmore.
Yeah, he was looking to work the ball onto the onside with that angle, missed it completely. Oh boy, aren't Quetta Gladiators enjoying their time out?
He's up and about. That's a good sign for Quetta Gladiators. Plenty of energy.
Oh, we missed it. Oh, that went quick too. Because in fairness, Kushal Mendes covered a lot of ground and he's taken a hit there. He's fingertipped it, and that is nasty. Oh. I don't think he likes this at all.
You get a sense that most keepers are always carrying a really sore finger or a broken finger. Yeah, maybe the one that's strapped up maybe gives us a sign that not all is well with his fingers. But this travelled quickly. Yeah, off the glove and just evaded his hands. And you can see it collected the fingers on the way. Moved perfectly well, just kept leaving him.
And the other night he took a blinder. Now behind the stumps, his footwork was
this for a catch last night. Might as well take the chance to show you that. It's not last night, actually, it's 2 nights ago, isn't it? And it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, that was. Could take a minute or two. Let's have a look at the way these guys have bowled, because they found uneven bounce. They bowled pretty quickly. They threatened, they hit them in the head, they to nick off, they miss it when it's straight. To duck and weave and play like frightened rabbits. Got them to get into awkward positions. And all in all, they've made Mr. Vivian Richards extremely, or should I say Sir Vivian Richards, extremely happy.
Before Quetta Gladiators took the field, the captain was urging his bowlers to make the new ball count. Haven't they made their captain proud? by picking up 3 wickets, especially of Babar Azam and Saim Ayub early in the piece.
Yeah, run rate's okay. They've got 38. We've got one more ball left in the 5th, and then one more over in the Pepsi power play, so that they're okay run rate wise. And what we've seen in the evenings is the ball gets softer, it gets easy to play strokes, the dramatic uneven bounce is much less dramatic. Here we go again. Oh, he's got to go down there. That happens in sport regularly. Something goes wrong and the whole thing will reoccur, repeat itself, and ask you to try to solve the problem again. I'm thinking particularly of 3-foot putts.
Yes, the ball does follow you in the cricket field at times. Babar Azam felt that in the first innings. He misfielded 2.
Well, there we have it. A pretty fascinating 5-over period. It's 40 for 3.
Well, here's the current position. Gladiators made 178 for 7, a little short of where they might have wanted to be. And the Zalmi need 138 from 89. It was all action. As Bill Lawry might have said, it's all happening in that first 5 overs. And just to calm the nerves, a little bit of Tepal tea after that opening salvo. Pakistan's #1 brew.
Butchie, I don't know if you enjoyed the last couple of overs. I definitely did. There was some pace, there was some bounce, and there was some direction.
Game of cricket is always a lot better for real pace and bounce and aggression and hostility, if you ask me. Especially now I'm not playing anymore.
A little bit of swing for Shehzad. He played Pakistan on a regular basis, and you talk test match cricket. Is a second opportunity this season for him, and he's learned from the first inning. I think he gathered that this is the pitch where I need to be back of the length. Anything full is not good, and don't give any room, because all they're searching for is a room or a full length delivery.
Absolutely right. Just pound away back of a length. There's enough variable bounce in this surface to make it uncomfortable. And if you're directly at the batters and not allowing them to free their arms up and get any sort of leverage on the ball, it's uncomfortable. Alzari Joseph did it brilliantly at the back end of the first innings of the game. And Zalmi are in a little bit of bother here. Got off to a half-decent start. There were some wonderful shots, some great drives. They've decided no drives. They ain't driving that.
Well, the only shot you can play on that delivery is a pull shot, or you move away and sort of slash it over point or a third man. Because if you're looking for a drive, that's not coming. So pull shot is little risky. He's got fine leg inside the circle. He's sitting back, not coming forward, and look where the ball hits, right at the sticker.
And because of that, look at this field. It's very, very orthodox. Got to slip in. Regular third man, regular fine leg, nothing funky needed. Run in and hit that pitch hard. Oh, no drives. Got away with it. Got away with it. And I suppose, you know, talking from a batting point of view, if you get used to the idea that the bowlers are coming at you, trying to bang the ball in over the top and middle and off stump, eventually when you do get that fuller delivery, your weight's a little bit back, so you don't get into the drive. And that was the case there.
Yeah, that was a prime example, wasn't it? It was there. If that length he bowled in the previous couple of deliveries wasn't there, he would have drove that ball nicely. But no, he was sitting back. Yeah, that's a good shot, but still no run. Power play ends 41 for 3.
So the comparison after the Pepsi power play is that there is no comparison. 67 for 1. Quetta Gladiators 41 for 3. Peshawar Zalmi with Saim Ayub, Babar Azam and TKC all back in the hutch. Zalmi have it all to do from here.
Game is stopped for a bit. I'm not sure why that is. There are 12th men, 13th men all roaming around.
Yeah, not quite sure what was going on there, but we have a change in bowling. Abrar Ahmed, who's a spell of 4 overs, 1 for 15, turned the game on its head the other evening against Karachi Kings. Tied Shan Masood up in knots, got rid of the dangerous Kushtil. And this, you feel again, is going to be a pivotal part of the game. Abrar, his great strength the other night was to keep the ball within the line of the stumps. A little bit of movement either way, batsmen not picking him particularly well. And it's an excellent time for him to be introduced into the attack as well. Team sort of going backwards in terms of scoring rate. He's got a bit of cover now with the Pepsi power play over and done with. So if Zalmi are going to get up, they need to get hold of Abrar. They can't afford to let him bowl another miserly spell here, because if they do, it's curtains for them.
And he's a very smart individual. Ball might not spin, but he will not leave the stumps. He'll keep it nice and straight. If you want to go for a big shot, you have to take a risk against him, and he will vary his pace.
Use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more, or load packages of Jazz or any other network and win this glorious electric SUV.
No, he's not going to give any room. They're going to tighten the screws. And yeah, I was in favor of giving maybe Junior another over. Wasim Junior, catch was dropped previous over from this end, and he was bowling some serious heat, so this is not a bad idea either.
Yeah, and I think Wasim Junior's great strength actually enters the game a little bit further down when the ball's a bit older. He'll get that ball to tail in, a little bit of reverse swing, so it's saving him for the majority of his overs in the second half of the innings is perhaps a good tactic, a good use of his skill set. Here he is, proper warrior is Mohammad Wasim Jr.
every dot is going to create pressure, because the required run rate is going to keep creeping up, and that's what the Quetta Gladiators, they're looking to do. Take wickets, just keep squeezing them.
Yeah, a frugal over from Abrar. Just the 5 runs from it. The rate creeps up ever further, 46 for 3. A lot of tight games between these two sides. Three games have been decided by just 1 run. He decided he had to take a chance, and it has cost him. It has cost him dear. Riley Rousseau takes the catch at long on. Mohammed Harris has holed out, and things are beginning to look bleak for the Zalmi.
Well, he wanted to go mid-wicket, and the ball skipped a little bit and came a little quicker than he was expected, and hit it straight into the throat of a man at mid-on. Comfortable, easy catch, big buckets. He ain't gonna drop these. He might be having a harder time with the bat in hand, but that was wonderful. Good catch taken. Harris gone for 17, 46 for 4.
Abdul Samad, the new man, 40 from just 14 deliveries against the Sultans earlier in the comp. They're going to need something from him along those lines. There might need to be a few more than 40. Harris, who announced himself with a 6 from the first ball with a shot not dissimilar to that one, didn't find the middle of the bat and didn't beat Riley Rousseau. Yeah. Head in hands moment. Definitive decision too. Look for 2 here. I guess Mohammed Harris was looking at it and thinking to himself, well, Fahim's the man to go after. Probably the weakest link in regular play anyway of the Gladiators bowling attack. He went after him the very first ball. And Fahim had the last laugh.
This is a surface where you can play those funky shots. You move inside the line of the ball and play those, pick-up shot, the ramp shots and all of that. But he didn't try that. He normally does play Harris. Little ball moving enough off the deck. The line has to be outside the off stump, just outside the off stump.
The Hanif Mohammed cap and the Fazal Mahmood cap for best batter and best bowler respectively. Sponsored by Inverex Solar Energy, the player who wins either one will get a complete solar system for his house from the aforementioned 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Owen, Joseph, Luke Wood to come. Oh, got him. Got him. There was a little sound, a little feather from the batter Samad. Again, that extravagant bounce from Fahim Ashraf. What a night he's having with the ball. 3 for 19 from him, and Samad has to go.
Once again, that length we've been talking about. It's that back of the length, hit the deck, and then you'll get something out of the surface. There's plenty of grass on the pitch and few cracks around too. This might have hit the crack, and look how much bounce he got out of that surface, that pitch. A little faint edge and straight to the keeper. Keeping's been excellent. Although he had a little injury a little while earlier, but he's keeping quite nicely. Samad gone for 2, 50 for 5, Peshawar Zalmi.
Well, a new batter with an unfamiliar role. Opens the batting in the Big Bash League back in Australia for Hobart Hurricanes. Scored an incredible 100 in the final to win Hobart that title. Finds himself at the crease at number 7 here with an entirely different proposition in front of him. 129 needed from 75 balls, just the 5 wickets left now. But he has the ability. It's going to need to be a blinding innings. It's worth another look at the dismissal of Samad.
Yeah, got big on him. He wanted to just stab it down to third man. That extra bounce. Watch that bounce. He had no control over that shot. That was a beautiful delivery. Got a little glove on the way to the keeper.
Fahim has made the ball bounce like that consistently, hasn't he? Perhaps more than anybody else.
Required run rate almost 11. They've got to keep taking risks. Although Fahim had a poor first over where he gave away about 15 runs, picked a wicket also, but came back very strongly. 6 of the over so far, and he picked up 2 wickets. They were eyeing at him. They were thinking, we're going to cash in here. We're going to get runs off him. All that experience from Fahim coming into play.
Dear. Perhaps it is a little sweaty out there. 52 for 5.
Can't be sweaty, but what sort of shot was that? Ball was at least on the 8th stump outside the off stump. That is spicy.
So chips and masala.
Yeah, it's spicy. You don't want to have that. You eat this, you ain't playing golf tomorrow.
A day off tomorrow, isn't it? Whole of the HBL PSL takes a day off on Monday the 28th. Youngsters with school tomorrow. And a bit of masala spice. Well, that sounded good. It sounded good and is good. Well, only one thing to do now. Abrar has to go. And Talat has found the middle of that bat.
That's the only way to get back in the game. Maybe a little counter punch. Need a couple of sixes to get going. These two at the crease can hit long balls and in good form, Talat. But he's seen a couple of his mates traveling back from the other end. Decided, I'm just going to go now.
It's the first boundary that Abrar Ahmed has conceded in his last 5 overs. Didn't go for a single one in that great defence against the Kings. Well, that was a good one. Talat. Shouldn't bother Abrar too much as he just tries to keep that ball dry. It surprised me if it's very dewy out there indeed. It's been hot and humid, no wind to speak of whatsoever. But he knows that they've got to come at him, they've got to take risks against him. And he's wily enough to deal with that. Oh, it splits the fielders. It was cloth, really. By Mitch Owen's standards, that was a very poor strike indeed, but it brings him another boundary.
I tell you something, there was maybe like 20 yards, maybe 25 yards gap between those two fielders. And he hit it so hard, and with a little bit of dew, ball just bouncing in front of the fielder, and he just skips and straight to that Uncle KFC.
Caught the Colonel a blow right between the eyes. And we'll get back for 2. Good running. Good running. Fielder was deep. Deep square leg right back on the fence. So as soon as it was mishit, 2 was on. But the plan's clear, isn't it? They're getting no change whatsoever out of the seam bowlers. So Abrar has to go.
I don't think Mitchell Owen knows any other way. He only knows one way. See the ball, hit the ball, and hit hard like that.
Vigotel Bangracam is live. If you see yourself on the big screen, show us your best dance moves and light up the stadium. One lucky dancer will win Vigotel's smartphone. Oh, inside edge, inside edge. That's an expensive over by Abrar standards. 15 from it, as many as he went for in 4 the other night, 67 for 5.
These two are serious. Zaman ul Haq, Mushtaq Ahmed, a serious meeting. I've never seen them this serious before. Very unhappy with the performance. I'm not sure if the bat or ball.
Serious grooming as well. Those beards, they are magnificent. Ah, there you go. There's the smile.
They saw themselves on the big screen. They said, move away.
It was like Santa's grotto down there for a second. To that, run a ball 12. Owen, 8 from 5. Azari Joseph, Luke Wood, Makeem and Ali Raza to come. They're running out of options and running out of time. 112 required from 66. Both these teams off the back of victories. Both needing the 2 points to stay in touch with those above them.
Back with Wasim Jr. A little bit more pace. Although Fahim Ashraf picked up 2 wickets in the previous over, and they know this pitch, bit extra pace. The last recognized batsman at the crease, we get one of them this game might be over soon.
Yeah, and I think that's what you've got to think of if you're Zalmi. These two, as much as they want to try and keep up with the rate here, just try and take the game deep. Right, straight up in the air, it's going to be taken, surely, no! The two fielders converging, one the bowler, Mohammed Wasim Jr. And I think it's 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 perhaps just got in his eye line. They were both tearing towards the ball. And Wasim Jr., who made up the ground, really ought to have caught it having got there. But this has come right off the glove of Talat. Yeah, he should have taken it. I've seen him take some absolute blinders in the outfield, Mohammed Wasim Jr. I just wonder if 𝐄𝐍𝐶𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 just put him off. But the other pressing point at the moment is that Talat has an injury to that hand. So we're going to have a little bit of a delay here while that gets looked at by the physio. The only thing that's hurt with Wasim Jr. is his pride, I think.
Again, the delivery bouncing on Hussain Talat. If you look at the angle that he was bowling at, that was really, really quick and really climbing on Hussain.
Well, the lad gets his finger looked at. Let's go down to Zainab in the Hamari Hero segment.
सरबाज खान मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं जो कि एक माउंटेनियर हैं जिन्होंने काफ़ी पीक्स जो है कंप्लीट किए। सरबाज, बहुत बहुत आपको मुबारक हो, आपकी जितनी भी अचीवमेंट्स हैं, अकम्पलिशमेंट्स हैं। माउंटेनियरिंग का शौक कैसे चढ़ा, पहले तो ये बताएं, एंड देन वील गेट ऑन टू योर अचीवमेंट्स एज वेल।
मेरा ताल्लुक हुंजा से है और हुंजा का एक तारीख रही है माउंटेनियरिंग की पूरी दुनिया में, बल्कि पाकिस्तान में नहीं। जिस तरह नज़ीर साबिर, अशरफ अमान, इस तरह के बहुत सारे लेजेंड्स वहाँ से निकले हैं। तो मेरा मिशन था, उनको देख के मैं इंस्पायर हुआ उनसे, और मैंने एक 2017 में एक मिशन अनाउंस की, मिशन समिट 14, जो कि दुनिया के जो 8000 मीटर से बुलंद जो चोटियाँ हैं दुनिया में 14 है, जो कि पाकिस्तान में, नेपाल में और तिब्बत चाइना में है। तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह लास्ट ईयर 2024 में मैंने अपना नाम किया ये एजाज़, और पाकिस्तान के नाम मैं पहला पाकिस्तानी बना जो ये 14 पीक्स करने वाला।
ठीक है, 14 पीक्स आपने किए हैं। सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल कौन सी पीक लगी आपको कंप्लीट करने में?
अगर देखा जाए तो K2 और नंगा पर्वत, और एक नेपाल में है अन्नपूर्णा, जिसके ऊपर डेथ रेशो भी कुछ ज़्यादा है क्योंकि उसका रिस्क फैक्टर ज़्यादा है।
रिस्क फैक्टर आपने कहा, थोड़ा सा ट्रेनिंग का बताएं, बिकॉज आई नो कि माउंटेनियरिंग में ट्रेनिंग काफ़ी चाहिए होती है, फिजिकली चैलेंजिंग भी होता है, मेंटली चैलेंजिंग भी होता है।
हर गेम का एक अपना अलग सिस्टम होता है, या उसका अलग रूल्स होते हैं, या उसका अलग ट्रेनिंग्स होते हैं। तो हमारी इसमें ज़रा आपको बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेनिंग की ज़रूरत होती है, लाइक आपको फिज़िकली से ज़्यादा आपको मेंटली, क्योंकि जब हम मेरा एक इसके साथ साथ एक विदाउट ऑक्सीजन का है, तो इसमें ये होता है कि आपको डिसीजन लेना उस एलिवेशन पे, उस हाइट पे, जिसको हम डेथ जोन डिक्लेयर करते हैं, 7000 मीटर से जो ऊपर का जो हाइट होता है। तो यस,
ऑक्सीजन के बगैर भी आपने कंप्लीट की हुई है पीक्स, वो कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा और वो कितना टफ था?
बगैर ऑक्सीजन के मैंने तकरीबन 3 पीक्स विद ऑक्सीजन किया था, लाइक माउंट एवरेस्ट नेपाल में, एक अन्नपूर्णा, और अभी मैं 13 पीक्स विदाउट रिपीट 2 पीक्स करके मैं कर चुका हूँ, और अभी इंशाल्लाह मैं नेक्स्ट 2 दिन में मैं अपना लास्ट पीक जो 14वां पीक है विदाउट ऑक्सीजन, उसके लिए मैं जा रहा हूँ, जो कि नेपाल में है।
जाते जाते ये बता दें आगे के लिए आपके क्या एम्बिशंस हैं?
मेरा यही है कि पाकिस्तान में टूरिज़म और ख़ासकर एडवेंचर टूरिज़म का बहुत सारा हमारे पास बेनिफिट्स है, लाइक हमारे पास 8000 मीटर के 5 पीक्स और 6 और 7000 मीटर से बुलंद हमारे पास अनगिनत पीक्स है। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि पाकिस्तान में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टूरिज़म, और ख़ासकर गिलगित बल्चिस्तान जो कि माउंटेन्स और लैंडस्केप के लिहाज से पूरी दुनिया में एक माना जाता है। तो मेरा प्लान है कि वहाँ पे ऐसे लड़के मेरे बाद या आ जाएं इस फील्ड में, ताकि हमारा पाकिस्तान का जो नाम है पूरे दुनिया में एक उभर के क्लाइंबिंग की दुनिया में आ जाए।
चलें, थैंक यू सो मच सरबाज, इफ़ यू कैन जस्ट साइन दिस टी शर्ट बाय होमेज अप्लायंसेस, और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया एंड ऑल द बेस्ट। Thank you so much.
Well, Mountaineer scaled peaks of over 8,000 metres. Talking about
that's long way up.
Long way up. The requirement for oxygen. All the oxygen's been sucked out of this game by excellent bowling from the Gladiators. Oh, he's hit it hard and flat and 6. My goodness, that was powerful. What a strike. Had no right to hit that for 6, really. But that's where it's gone. Halfway through the innings, 76 for 5. Deep in the crease. Setting himself up almost baseball style just to nail it. Flat bat it over long on. Nothing Rousseau could do. Extraordinary striking.
Every single game, wherever you are in the world, there's someone taking a walk in front of that side screen.
It's because there's so many people out at the ground, and some of them don't necessarily follow cricket, so they don't quite understand. But they're in the hot zone.
Should be runs here. Yes. Too much weight there from Khurram Shehzad. He was looking for that. Hussain Talat.
Beautifully carved away there by Talat. Width on offer. It's enough bend on it. Squirts it behind point. No one's ever stopping that one. Bit of a shimmy down the track as well. Beautiful batting that from Talat.
Yeah, so the average lengths between the two sides tonight, you can see this a huge difference really. Quetta a lot shorter, a lot more effective, and Peshawar just a little bit fuller as well. So two sides not necessarily learning from each other, just going about it their own separate way.
Oh, wow. It is sad that the sound it made should have been to the boundary, but straight to the field. Nothing's going right for Zalmi today. Over goes. They've lost 6.
Back of a length delivery again is effective for the Gladiators. 𝐑𝐄 just freeing his front leg, trying to slash it over point, and all he could do was pick the fielder in the deep. He did not have to move one little bit. 𝐑𝐄 goes for 15. It's 81 for 6.
Ozari Joseph. He's claiming it. Tough man to impress, Alex Wolf. When they appeal that hard and then there's an opportunity to go up, then they start hesitating.
Saying two noises, and so he does go up with 2 seconds left. A little bit of drama late in the second innings. I think this will be a wasted review.
TV umpire to director. Player review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. I have checked feet. It is a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Keep rolling. Roll back, please. Roll back. Ball close to the bat. Confirm it from ultra edge, please. Stand by, guys. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. And roll back, please, roll back. Roll back, roll back, roll back, and roll forward. Roll forward, roll forward. And freeze here. And roll forward, please, roll forward. One more frame, please, one more frame. And roll back, please. And you can freeze it. It spikes one ball next to the bat. I'm satisfied there's a bat involved. Go to on-field umpire, Alex. Change your original decision. You on screen, make a single, yeah? Thank you.
Well, whoever can win Saud Shakil to go for that review is going to be his favorite man. He's batting that. Another wicket falls. And Peshawar are just lowest driving here. 7 down for 81. Joseph goes first ball. Duck. 81 for 7. Luke Wood facing the hat-trick ball. Ooh. Yes, seen 6 hat-tricks in the HBL PSL. Last was from a Quetta Gladiator bowler, 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐵𝐋𝐈𝐿𝐿𝐿. That's the last wicket there. How many of you in the comment box actually thought that was out?
Well, I said what a waste of time, so I'll eat my hat. Oh, I don't have a hat on, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that was out either. Didn't sound right on coming through the air here, but I think we were all wrong up here.
Yeah. 11 gone. It's 82 for 7. That's the story so far. It's Gladiators all the way. The only thing they probably did wrong was call it wrong at the toss. Otherwise, they've done well. And good recovery. They were just 41 for 4 in the last 5 with the bat. They've come back strong with the ball. There we go with another opportunity for you to win. And this is about logging yourself on to HBL PSL fantunes.com. Create your own fan tune, share it on the contest, and you can win yourself 100,000 each. The top 10 fan tunes will be winners. 10 winners to be picked.
US dollars.
Boundary in silence. Rare boundaries come off when probably Peshawar will feel all is lost. Now they'll try to get as close as possible. Still, because of the wickets column doesn't support them, the equations still might.
Lovely shot there from Talal. Hasn't been the easiest wicket to play the cross-bet shots on tonight, but he's played that extremely well. Rocks back off the front foot. Smashed it straight at mid-wicket for 4.
These are the opportunities where if you've got the foot on the throat, you need to keep going. We talk so often about the net run rate and the fact that that will certainly come into an equation right at the back end of the competition. So if you're in an opportunity of having a big victory, and at the moment that certainly looks like the case for Quetta Gladiators, they need to finish off these last 3 wickets pretty quick, smart. Got a huge advantage of the fact that they've only played 4 games compared to everyone else 5. And if they win this, then they get elevated nicely into that table.
Yeah, the net run rate. That can really help Quetta Gladiators if they win big here. Win will anyway give them a healthier net run rate, but the important points, and they'll probably qualify into the top 4 for now. Multan is surely lagging. Oh, shot. What's happening? Where is it gone? It's gone sailing over that long on. It was hit very well and nice and clean.
Fahim dropping short there. A little bit of width allowed Luke Wood to get his hands through the ball. What worked so well for Peshawar in the first innings with the short ball was it was straight at the body of the batters, not allowing them to free their hands. Luke Wood just absolutely smashing that one all the way.
And each time you see a 6 that will go towards a scholarship for a deserving student via KFC scholarship program. Toe end of the bats, not getting anywhere. Riley Russo takes it. Luke Wood gets out. And Peshawar Zalmi are 8 down now.
Well, the difference with this delivery, that's an interesting celebration from Riley Russo, is that it was away from the arc. It was out near that wide line. And Luke Wood was thinking, okay, here's an opportunity to go the same way. Just got it on the toe end, and that meant that it just ballooned nicely to Riley Russo. It was up inside the circle. 0-5-0. Still don't get it. Wood goes for 8. It's 94 for 8.
Sufyan Muqeem, the only change for Peshawar Zalmi's 11, and he's come out to bat. He's been a good find with the ball. Featured with the Pakistan T20 side. And he's out there with his side with just 94 runs on the board. Tapalti strategic, well, not strategic timeout, that's coming up next. This is a tea lounge. They seem to be relaxed no matter what the situation of the game. It's because of that tea. Pakistan's #1 tea brand. There we are. He's been so good with that new ball, especially against Babar. He really enjoyed taking that wicket today. Old Mohammad Amir, when he used to bowl those deliveries at will, he's still got so much control.
He's such an experienced campaigner, Mohammad Amir. He's taken a lot of wickets in the PSL. He's just smart in the way that he goes about his business. Swings the ball up front. He's still got that slippery bouncer. Almost took my head off last year in one game in Karachi. For him to keep going years after he's made his debut for Pakistan, he's still in good fitness, still runs in hard, and he still is such a great competitor.
Love the fact that Saud Shakil has literally brought him back on, right? Could have literally gone and given to any other bowler, but let's finish them off. Here's the Parkview City free hit for fans. Win a house contest. Match 16 winner is Raja Asan.
Nicely done. Just a little use of feet and then opening the face. It's very well played. Gets a boundary, Sufyan.
Some incredible timing on that there. Gives himself a bit of room. Comes down the track. Little to no follow through. That's just race across the turf. No chance for field or deep cover. Guess Mohammad Amir won't be too impressed with that. Will be a short ball coming here.
Single to end the over. It's 99 for 8.
Hit the 6, trying to go another one, desperate for runs. Riley Russo's happy with himself. Some message to the coach.
Jazz Fan Pulse winners, Super Daily winners, and Naimatullah and Hamad. Congratulations to you. The two names have been picked in the Jazz Fan Pulse contest. He hasn't allowed Sufyan to come on strike. Wasn't impressed by that boundary in the previous over.
So what's the plan here from Talat? Is he just going to, okay, if the ball's in his area, he's going to go for the boundary and then everything else he's going to defend? Is that the plan? Still a long way to go.
That's the plan. Boundary. 100 up, finally, for Peshawar Zalmi in the 14th over.
Too much width there from Wazim Jr. Loves the ball there, throws his hands through it, and that goes behind point. Needs a few more of those if he's going to get Peshawar Zalmi anywhere close to this total.
Well, I get what you're saying. The other night, if you remember, in Karachi, Saud Shakil batted 20 overs, and they never got any close to that target chasing. Why wouldn't you want to close this gap of 76 required, even if you're on the losing side? And that helps your cause, maybe, in that net run rate.
I guess the only way, I'm just trying to think out loud. So literally there's, 38 deliveries. If he can hit, 10 fours out of those 38, that's 40 runs. But like you said, Wakeem actually hit a boundary, so you can ask him to defend if he does face the one delivery.
Yeah, look at your best at the HBL PSL, because 𝐄 is rewarding the best dressed spectator every game with a luxurious 𝐄 hamper right there. Congratulations to her. So won every game. Quick single to keep the strike. 14 gone, 104 for 8. Of 36, the equation. You probably fancy your chances if you had wickets in hand, but 8 are already lost. Would you bat first here on this surface with the kind of batting Peshawar has opted for? Lesser. Oh, wasn't ready. They're playing extra batter, Peshawar. We saw what happened yesterday. Runs are available. He himself, Babar, at the toss said that yes, could get 200 here. Why would you bat here, bat first?
I would, and it would mainly be the fact that things haven't quite gelled at the top for them. So take the scoreboard pressure away and give them the opportunity, the 6 overs, just to get going. Sometimes you need to go what's best for your team, not necessarily what the stats are showing you. I don't know, Guppy, if that's been the case of some of the teams that you've played in.
I think it's different for each team, isn't it? I mean, we've seen in previous years where Saimub and Babar Azam have actually got off to great starts, and that's what they're missing this year. They've shown glimpses, but they haven't quite, just as you said, gelled this season so far. So you never know what happens in the next few games. They could get off to absolute flyers here, and things can turn around for Peshawar Zalmi, but they need to find it quickly. I mean, as I said before, losing can become quite a habit in T20 cricket, as well as winning. So they want to be able to turn those fortunes around quite quickly with how thick and fast these games do come.
Yeah, download the 𝐄-𝐿𝐿 app and enter into the lucky draw. Chance to win 𝐄-𝐿𝐿 motorbike every match in the HBL PSL.
When you're ready, anytime. There we go, he's good to go.
tries one and just goes over. Fingertips maybe. Finn Allen down there, tall man, he feels that he had an opportunity there.
Yeah, interesting to watch Phil Allen, because we had perfect connection, or perfect eyesight, should I say, to him. And I'm surprised that he went with the one hand only. He just camped on the boundary, and I feel like he thought it was going further over him. That's why he went with the one. I wonder if two might have been a bit better.
Goes the other side, little square this time. Gets a boundary, so 10 off 2.
Always happens as a fielder, doesn't it? Drop 1 for 6, next ball always goes for a boundary. A bit more agricultural, this one. Across the line, heaving it into the leg side. And with this fast outfield, there's no chance for anyone to stop that.
Ten runs off 3 deliveries. If he can get another 10 in the next couple, comes a very interesting over. They're searching for that 20 run over, aren't they? That's what he's hoping for. 65 off 32. You can see those broad shoulders of his.
Just when we thought that he might provide a bit of hope to Zalmi, he's gone, and Riley Rousseau again, he's everywhere. He's taken another catch to dismiss Hussain Talab. Abrar gets his first. 9 down now, Peshawar.
Another fairly simple catch here for Riley Rousseau. Trying to hit that one away over cover, can only squirt it off towards backward point. Another Riley Rousseau celebration there. 9 wickets down now, Peshawar 114 for 9 in the 15th.
And it's also time for the Tapal strategic timeout. that completes the Tapal strategic timeout. And an interesting field for Ali Raza. Leg slip, first slip. And solid in defence. 114 for 9. Yeah, the reason why he's here is Talat trying to go big on the offside, just sliding across the left-hander, got the toe of the bat. Happy camper, another wicket. 𝐄𝐍𝐵𝐋 is up.
Nine down. Amazing performance from Quetta Gladiators over 2 matches. I mean, they were dead and buried in the one against Karachi Kings, and now they've come back to win that and then moved on to bury an opponent in Peshawar Zalmi, who just have folded here in a way that I didn't expect them to. Hello, everybody. Your moment of fame. That's out, I'm afraid, and the end of the match. Couldn't be easier. Fahim has finished with a 5-wicket haul. He's done really well, actually. Been quite impressive the way they've bowled on this surface. When Yunus left the commentary box at the end of the first innings, he said he didn't think they'd be able to chase the runs down because of the pitch, as long as they bowled back of a length and hit the pitch hard. Well, that's what they've done. It's been an excellent bowling performance. Viv will be pleased again, not as animated as he was the other night, but Saud Shakil's delighted with that performance. He got what he wanted out of his team, and the first 5-wicket haul for Fahim is a great reward, really, for a considered and all-round impressive performance today. 2 former Pakistan cricketers with me, Vakar Yunus and Amir Sohail. Fellas, there's a bit of talent, still many a fast bowler in Pakistan who can hit a pitch hard, and there was some good batting to go with it.
Well, Pakistan's history is that they always produce good fast bowlers, and they've shown it once again. And there are few youngsters and few experienced ones like Fahim Ashraf. He's picked up his 5 wickets. Khurram Shahzad was pretty impressive, and I think what they did really well was learning from the opposition, because they didn't bowl well on the surface, which was offering plenty if you bowled back at the length. And Fahim Ashraf, who went for 15 in his first over,